Hello. It's been a while. Hey, Sush. We can start bringing down the things, yeah? And loading everything on? Okay. Well, today we're going to be taking my sister to the clinic. My sister hasn't been hearing. She's, what, 6, 7 days now? She's on 8 days. Hello, Ginger. I have, well, look alive a little bit. It's my sister over there. My sister hasn't heard out of her left or right ear. Her left ear hasn't been working for about 8 days, and today I'm gonna be doing one of the old live stream styles, guys. Usually, when we first started live streaming on this channel, we were going for 4 to 6 hours when I was getting ready for the Victory Day parades. Well, we're gonna be doing a little bit of that. I'm gonna go as long as I can. I'm going to be trying my best to explain to you what it's like. If you guys ever come visit Russia, if you are not Russian citizens, I would say that the majority of the clinics will not take you in without Russian citizenship. And it's not their fault. It's just that the government state owned. So the majority of the government state owned hospitals in our area, they're not used to taking in foreign, I don't even know how to say it, like it's not even just patients, right? Because when you come in and you want to get something checked out, we went to a hospital and they said, no, we don't do it here. We don't take foreigners. You need to go to another clinic. And then we call that clinic and then they say, well, we don't take foreigners either. So we finally found a private clinic that will deal with foreigners. Okay, guys? What we're going to do today is show you how much it cost. Hello, everybody who's just tuning in. So thank you so much for joining us. The reality is that you're not going to be able to get immediate help sometimes if you're in a smaller town. Right now we're in a huge population city and it's actually a little bit stressful because it's been hard to find a clinic that will deal with foreigners, right? I don't mind. Hey, what's up, Mehdi? I don't mind paying for her to get checked out. This is not a problem. The problem is even some places that do take money, they don't have the paperwork, they don't have the understanding of how to deal with foreigners. Okay, you show them a passport that is not Russian and they might just not understand what's going on. Welcome everybody who's just tuning in. And yes, I am losing weight. I think I've lost about 7 pounds, 7 to 8 pounds. My sister and I are working together to lose weight. I've lost about 2 to 3 kilos. You could probably see it on my face, and we're gonna keep going. Yeah. Sushi, if you look at the chat, oh, here's my sister.
I'm tan and I'm deaf.
Yeah, we're getting brown. Luz, tell Luz to point to the ear. What ear is it?
This one.
Can you tell us of what you've been feeling?
So basically after swimming, I was feeling like there was a lot of earwax in there. So like a dummy, I put in a Q-tip. For those of you that don't know, you're not supposed to clean your ears with Q-tips, but I did so. And in doing that, I completely blocked my ear. I'm like, wait, I can't hear anything. And so the next day we got drops that lasted for 4 days and we got like a ear bulb syringe. So we were able to get tons and loads of earwax out because guys, I have a really small ear canal and I have this thing where I produce like a lot of earwax.
Yeah, that's weird.
So then after that, I mean, I would get my hearing here and there, but then after the last swim and after the putting in the last drops, it just has not come back. And now it's like really, really hurting. Like last night, the pain was like unbearable and I kept like touching my ear and stuff. So it's been hard to find a clinic, but we were able to find one luckily. And we have an appointment today at 3, so you guys can follow along with us and see what it's like. And thanks, Ginger. I'm sending you a hug.
Yeah, so essentially, this episode is going to be me taking Luz to the. You can go chill again. We'll go out later. The truth is that Luz has very small ear canals, and I was even surprised. I thought that it was normal. I was like, no, certainly you don't have small ear canals, and she does. They're super tiny, and I guess she had buildup, and she messed up her ear. But that's not the point. The point is we're going to be going to a Russian clinic. It cost us just to have her checked out up front without even going in yet. It cost us $27. Okay, in my opinion, this is absolutely good. I don't know how much it costs in your countries. Please let me know how much it costs to go to the clinic just for an ear checkup. It cost us $26 to $27. She hasn't been able to hear from her left ear. She hasn't been able to hear from her left ear in about 8 days, and it's going to cost us $26 to $27 to get it checked out. I'm almost positive that it costs over $26 wherever you guys are watching from. You need a super flush or have you might have an infection also. Yeah. I'm positive she'll be fine because it did come back for a second and then it disappeared, guys. It was $70 2 years ago in the United States. Hey, thank you so much for the support. Thanks, guys. We pay $179 just to walk in the door. Yes, we already pumped her ear. Luz, when Xenia comes out, bring me that little thing, please, okay?
It's already packed.
It's in there? Or in there?
In there.
All right, no problem. Did you ever find your leg thing? Your freezing? It's probably left. You probably took it down at Simon's?
No, I put it in there.
Nobody's grabbed it. Okay. It's free, thus. So in Texas, all right. Hearing aids cost about $2,000. I hope it doesn't get to. I don't think it's gonna get to hearing aids. I hope not. Everything should be fine. The problem is, again, finding the clinic that would take a foreigner with the foreign passport. That was the problem. And Sushi, you want to say hi?
I tried to fix stuff.
Okay, my wife will come over here and say hi in a minute. Guys, we had to stay. We came to the city of Irkutsk. I'm gonna show you the views from the apartment. We're gonna go out in a little bit. We're gonna be going out and showing you a little bit of the town, guys. This is gonna be a longer live, okay? This is going to be a longer live. You know, in this channel, we used to do 4 to 5 to 6 hour lives. This is a live dedicated only to showing you guys what it could be like if you ever need help in Russia. If you ever need to go to a clinic, my sister's going to tell you what the process is like, what you need to do, because she's going to be the one going in there and seeing for herself.
Where do we put eggs?
We can take the eggs.
Yeah, where do we put them?
In a bag.
But, which one?
Any bag.
Go out, we're not ready yet. I need to fix everything.
Okay, I'm gonna close this. This is my lovely wife wearing the Los Angeles shirt. Really cool. Also, we'll give you a baby bump update. We're staying in an apartment. It cost we stayed 3 nights. It cost us how much rubles?
Almost 9,000.
It was about $100 for 3 nights. I'm not complaining, but this place was very, very hot. It was like a sauna. The bed was very bad. Here, I'll give you guys a walkthrough of everything. Okay, so this was the shower. The shower didn't really work. When the neighbors use the water, it takes away the water here. There was a lot of bad things about this place. And this is the toilet, and here, I'll show you something. When you flush this toilet, it goes into crazy mode. It looks nice. My sister slept here, and Ksenia and I slept there. It's a nice studio apartment. Anso, what's up, bro? Nice to see you again. Yes, this is a live. I haven't been doing lives for a while because I've been trying to spend my time with my sister. And, you know, we just hit a few bumps on the road. But this is a studio apartment. You can see very high ceilings. It's a nice and beautiful apartment. The problem is there was no AC and the water wasn't really working that well. But we're not complaining, you know. I live in a... Hey, Ginger. You're not joking because that's the truth. So you can see this is a typical studio apartment in Russia in a Siberian city. Okay, here you can fit one bedroom, a kitchen that connects to the bedroom, and a couch. So it's a living room and sleeping area. It all depends on how you fix your room up. But this is very typical of Russia. It's spacious for one room for sure. And this is me, how I look. I'm losing a little bit of weight. The last time you saw me, I might have weighed maybe 10 pounds more. I'm not sure. But in kilos, maybe 2 to 3 kilos. I'm going to continue working out because I need to get healthy. Hello from Novosibirsk. Привет, Evgeny. Another thing I wanted to show you guys is that while we are in this apartment, you can see they're building even more here. In a couple minutes, we're going to go outside and I'm going to show you this row of apartments is actually next to Angara. Angara, the river, is the only river that comes out of Lake Baikal. I'm not going to gain weight. I'm going to lose weight. I have to lose weight. So renting this apartment for 3 days cost about $90, $95. Okay. So if you guys come here, I would suggest probably getting something lower because there's always lower prices. The reason why it cost us a little bit more was because this region where we're in, it's summer and there was not a lot of options left. This was the cheapest option in summer. If you guys come to Russia in summer, the prices can skyrocket. Remember that. Finland is watching. Oh, that's right. Where are you guys all watching from? Please let me know where you guys are watching from. I gained weight when on my 3-month paternity leave after my daughter was born. I'm trying to lose weight, like I said. I'm going to have to go down and down. Tomsk. Now, hello, Tomsk. Russian born, but watching from Vancouver, Canada. Some of my favorite people, when they comment where they're watching from, is where you guys tell me you're actually from somewhere else and you're living somewhere else. So if you guys are watching from a certain city, but you're actually originally from somewhere else, also mention that because it's very unique. People can learn about, maybe they're from the same country and they move to another country. How far do I have to travel to the doctor? Maybe it's like 3-4 kilometers to the doctor.
I don't know, it's like 15 minutes.
It's about 15 minutes driving, okay? Again, we're going to be doing a live. I have to report this. I haven't been doing a lot of content, so I want to stay on here and kind of brief you guys on the whole process because it's not a guarantee that you won't get sick or hurt when you visit Russia. Oh, from our house, this is about 2 hours and 15 minutes. 2 hours and 15 minutes, Ginger. We're about 2 hours and 15 minutes, but we are next to Angara, which makes me feel at home. Can you get Russian legal residency? Yes, I can. Greetings from Bulgaria. Hello. Watching from South Central Michigan. Original from Russia, but watching from Finland. Thank you so much for the support. Thanks, guys, for tuning in while we do this live. And just remember, okay, I'm deep in Russia. I'm deep in Russia. This is not Moscow or St. Petersburg or Novosibirsk or Kazan or these Western cities, right? In my opinion, these are very far to the west. These cities experience more foreigners and they have a lot of their paperwork ready to help foreigners. In Irkutsk, we may be one of the first Americans or Mexicans that these people have ever met. Yes, I already have other one. It's fine. Greetings from the Czech Republic. Yes, so I have something to report about that. We were told that on the government building hospitals, if you do have a real emergency, like they told us, if Luz was bleeding out of her ear, then they would have taken her in. Emergencies, Russian medical will always take care of you, okay? So don't worry. Ginger, that's a very good question, and I probably should have mentioned that in the beginning. If you are hurt in Russia, if you are bleeding, if you have a broken bone, if it's a stroke, heart attack, a true emergency, what they will qualify, and I'll put that on air quotes because a true emergency will change from hospital to hospital. It all depends, right? But the truth is that for us, when we're hurt, it's an emergency for us. And I just wanted to make that disclaimer that if you are bleeding, if you do have a heart attack, the government Russian hospitals will take you, okay? So thank you for asking that, Ginger. Let's see. Please, guys, let's try to get the likes up as we are almost getting ready to go outside. Let me know if this live is still alive. Let me know if you guys are still watching. Please let me know if the live is still working. So here I'm going to show you. That's right. Russia will not take you out. So this is the things that we brought. Here's our trash. We're going to throw that out a little later. We had a baby shower, and this was gifted by one of my best friends out here in the city. Okay. Crying overdose. Hello. Hello from Florida. I grew up in the military life. Started to learn Russian language when I was younger. Living in Alaska. What a unique place to live in, man. And you were living in Alaska and now you're in Florida. It's super, super different, yeah? Okay. I need one of you guys to take over for about... Yeah, sorry about the vertical. It's just easier for me to stream this way. And the truth is, it's very hard to hold the phone sideways with your hand. And on a vertical, it's easier. It's more uncomfortable to hold it like this. I feel like vertical lives also expose the channel to other people who may be interested in these topics or interested in this country, right? And the horizontal videos come usually in full form at the end of the week. And there's my mom. My mom says hello. Saluda a mi madre.
Hi, mommy.
Párate porque ya nos vamos. Tenemos que salir aquí dentro de 10 minutos. Ahí está mi hermana, ma. Ahí está la luz. La vamos a llevar al doctor. No le pasa nada. Si no puede escuchar más, le vamos a cortar la oreja, ma. Hello, hello. So hold the sushi and just tell him how long it took us to find the hospital, please. I have to go pee.
Okay. Yeah, I call on many clinics. Many clinics don't have just a place, even for Russian people, because you need to take appointment earlier. And was lucky. Almost in the end of the day, we find one clinic what they have spot on next day. That's why we'll go today, and I hope everything will go in well. And I don't know. It's how it's work. You just need call and call, or sometimes go and just try find.
Can you tell them how it was, like if you break your leg, how they tip you? Something else?
For Russians, it's easier, but because we have a government hospital, just can go there and that's it. But today it's not work day, and they not work anyways. But they have place for emergency for broken leg or hand or something like that. They can take you. But if you need private clinic, sometimes they don't have place. You need to take appointment earlier. And in Sludyanka we have a private clinic, and when I call them, they say they have ear doctor only once in 2 weeks. It's mean if you have problem and you wanna go in private clinic, you can come to only once in 2 weeks, and that's it. It's crazy. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, as she was saying, they only have a doctor in our town every 2 weeks. And it was really, really sad because Luz messed herself up. A girl with a flat chest. Yeah, right, dude. Anyways, you want to show the belly update?
I'm flat chest?
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, right.
These things are... Anyways,
No, I
so
will not show like this.
here's a baby belly update. A lot of you guys met Ksenia before she had no belly. And now you can see the belly is really sticking out. How many weeks are you? This is a belly update for you, Ginger.
27 weeks.
27 weeks? Yeah, she's 27 weeks, guys. If you don't know, that is going to be a boy. That's my son in there cooking. My son is cooking in there. And now it's time. It's going to be a boy. It's going to be a boy. Let me see. How do we do this? There we go. How can somebody get their residency? We've made videos. Hola, ma, la quiero mucho, ma. Tell her to show her bare belly. Dude, might have a freaking, they want to see your belly, but maybe when we go back to Baikal, because he might have a fetish. We never know. Okay. Indians in the chat. Is that my dude? I think my dude's in the chat. Yeah, this place smells like cat pee, so we're gonna go ahead and go out now. We're going outside. If we lose the connection, there's Luz.
I'm a skinny legend
She's
now.
not having a. Oh, it's Beardy. Oh, that's so hilarious. I thought it was my mom. Okay, guys, let's go. Go.
Huh? I'm gonna put them on.
Yes, this is my sister, guys. She came to visit me from the United States, from Los Angeles. I'll get the trash. Okay. Kimmy, thank you so much. We're going outside now. Oh, sushi. Can I have the keys for the car so I can put this in? I'm gonna show you what it's like outside. We're right next to the river. We did a little tour. You can go back a little bit if you didn't see the inside, guys. But this is what the inside of a almost new building looks like. This is new, almost new, but it's just Soviet style anyways. Russians build apartments like the Soviets did. It's the same planning, nothing nice outside. The inside is what matters anyways, right? That's how it works. And look at that. There's the Angara River. This is what it looks like outside. We're gonna take a walk out there in a little bit. I'll show you what the vibes are in this city. This is the first city that I lived in when I moved to Russia, or when I was traveling through Russia. I didn't even move to Russia at the time. This is Irkutsk city. This is the city of Irkutsk. You can see all there's gonna be a lot of nice cars out here compared to the small towns. They're doing some construction over there. Yes, this is the region actually that got hit with drones. Our region was also attacked, and not far from here actually. The temperature, I would say the temperature is about 80 something degrees. Somebody could look it up for me, please. It's nice and warm. Okay. Yeah, nice. Okay, we're loading everything in. Yeah, it fits, babe. We have the sushi unloading. We are not gonna go home, remember, because we're staying in the city. 82 degrees. Wow, I called it. I was just calling it off of what I felt. It is 12 o'clock in the afternoon. You can. I'll turn the car on for loose, and we'll go throw the trash away. Yeah. We had to get out of the apartment by 12, and now we're gonna throw away the trash. Yes, the weather is really, really good. Super sunny, no clouds. So if you guys feel like swimming, it's perfect weather for that. So right now we're gonna walk to the front of these complexes. I think I'm gonna drive my sister to go see the river on the other side. We are in the city of Irkutsk. This is next to Lake Baikal. Yes, this is the one. This is the region where true Siberia is. Those long sunny days, those long Siberian sunny days, this is where they are. A little bit windy actually now. Where? Oh. All the way where? Really? And that one's the closer one?
Yeah. And our one all the way where is the building.
So we have to, throwing away the trash, it's kind of a mission. We have to walk like half a kilometer to throw the trash away. But you can see it's very civilized. Lake Baikal is maybe 45 minutes away closest. All these all these front stores and buildings, very European-like. There's a lot of shops with food and apartments on the top. This is what you would see in a European typical town, I think. You mean over there, Sush? Yes, and I say civilized because if I drive to my town, you'll never see something like that. You have to remember, Russia, it goes from super primitive to very modern and beautiful, right? Russia can do this in a matter of 2 hours drive. You can be in a small town where there's no running water or sewage. Over there. My family does not have other channels, but I've been doing content with my sister. We're going to be going to the lake soon. Gee whiz, this walk is just to throw the trash away, by the way. It's ridiculous. Check it out. So this entire walk has been the walk you would have to do if you lived that in the apartment. It's probably why people are better shape here. So I have to climb these stairs to go throw this trash away. Stay down here, babe. I'll be right back. I get my workout in. Well, this is what it looks like to take the trash out. All right, and there's the river that I was talking about, Angara. You can see how beautiful it is. We're gonna be taking a nice tour of the city with my sister. She has her appointment at 3, so we have about 2 hours and a half of exploring and showing you guys the different parts of the city. And now I'm gonna walk on the side where all the different restaurants are, so you get to see them a little bit. Hey, what's up, my friend? This is not even the center part of the city, right? This is essentially the newer part, one of the newer parts, and the city just it keeps growing. The electricity bills here are so cheap, it's almost free. People are enjoying on these terraces, and on top it's apartments for living. I don't think I've ever seen this in another part of the city in this quantity, because this entire block is nothing but food and living space, as you can see. What time is it in Russia? Dude, there's 11 time zones in Russia. Where I am in Russia, it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and we are in Irkutsk Oblast. This is Buza place.
It's a really nice place, nice and calm.
Yes, Irkutsk is 12 hours ahead of the east coast of the United States, and 15 where I'm from in California. I think the reason why Irkutsk probably had problems in the past is because it's such a massive region, and it's not really populated. You know, it's bigger than Texas. This Irkutsk Oblast is bigger than Texas, and it doesn't really have much population. So when you have low population and such a big region, you will have problems. But like I said, we're gonna be on this live for a couple hours. My sister is going to the clinic. My wife and I are going to be taking her around the city. We're gonna get also some food. You guys are gonna get to see some of the kind of food that we might buy, and then we'll take it from there. This is going to be an educational live stream for the people who have never been to Russia to see what it's like. And again, this is not a well-known city. A lot of people know Moscow, St. Petersburg, Kazan, Novosibirsk, Yekaterinburg, all these cities that are either west of the Urals or in the Urals. And Novosibirsk is so far from here. My wife is from here. My wife was born in this city and raised in a small town, which a lot of people would consider a village. Okay. Does she waddle when she walks? No, not yet. She doesn't have like a super pregnant walk. Ah, Sush.
No, I still can walk like 7 kilometers a day and walk really normal.
So my wife is 27 weeks pregnant and she's still walking kilometers and kilometers. I don't think that she's, you know, a lot of women in the West, they make a kind of culture where you have to overeat junk food. But in Russia, even if we wanted to, Ksenia could not binge on junk food, okay? So just take that into account when you wonder if she's getting fat or if she's waddling or if she's unhealthy. It's very hard for her to be unhealthy because we don't have a lot of things like that here.
And I don't like it so much.
And she doesn't like junk food, so even if we wanted to, anyways, I'm just saying.
For me, it's better just piece of meat.
All right, guys, I think I'm gonna drive to the center so she can see the eternal flame and see Angara on that side, and then we can get some food and take her to the clinic to get her ear checked.
Don't park in your mall?
Maybe, I don't know. But I don't want you walking too much, so we might park on the top. I'll figure it out.
I'll show the road.
Yeah, show the road. I had to buy some new fluid. And on the side is Angara the whole time. That is Siberian city.
Really nice place to walk, and they have benches you can sit and enjoy.
This one was closer, Sush.
Oh, on the car, yeah.
You can see they're doing this construction, guys. These are gonna be right next to the riverfront. Not the best part of the river, but at least they'll have access to the river. You can show them the apartments and then show them where the river is.
Just right across the street.
So that's gonna be riverfront apartments. In the future, if you guys ever come visit, maybe you can stay in some of them. I don't know.
Whose decision was to move to Russia?
it was mine because. So the reason why we stayed in Russia is because my wife can't go back to the United States, but we're gonna go also to Mexico. It's not, you know, a guarantee that we're gonna always be in Russia. Life should be an adventure, you know? In Russia, in Mexico, wherever we want. Yeah.
And it's now a view. They have now a line for bikes, for walking, and road. Because we don't have a lot of lines for bike in Irkutsk.
Yeah,
It's really good.
that's a rare occasion where you're gonna see a bike lane, like she was saying. Hold it a little higher, okay?
I saw river already.
No, I'm saying
It's too much.
here in front. Right now we are driving towards the center of the city, and again we have about 2 hours and a half until Luz has to go to the airport. We are going to take her to the hospital clinic, like a clinic, but I want to show her and you guys a little bit more about this city because it's a very unique city. It's not a city that a lot of Westerners visit. A lot of you guys might not even heard of Irkutsk and Irkutsk Oblast. So this is very interesting for me to show you because you can see this huge mall complex, and 5 minutes away there's another mall. This is a very highly densely populated city. For a Siberian city, this has about 700,000 people, with the people around, in and around, maybe even 800,000. Some towns and villages are now being consumed by the city. So we're gonna see this, and you guys are gonna come with us and enjoy this, yeah? As we drive up here.
And near mall you even have gym, like 5 minutes walk, and over here it's gym. Everything together. Across the street again, river, Angara. And nice walking spot over here. And over there too, honestly.
Look at these nice flowers that Russia puts.
I love summer. That's why probably they put so much flowers everywhere. And you still can see Angara over there.
Yeah, we've been driving on the side of the river essentially, just following it.
They ask again how you married Russian girl. Can you please share the details of marriage?
We have a whole video on that.
Yeah.
But getting married in Russia, it's very simple. All you need is a translated document. All your documents have to be translated, and you have to find a woman who actually finds you attractive and finds you to be a good man. A lot of Russian women right now are marrying for money. A lot of young Russian women are marrying, like say a Russian girl's in her 20s. Some of them marry 60-year-old Westerners. So if you have money and you're okay with the 40-age year gap and you're sick in the head, you can try it. But you just have to be a good man. You have to be able to provide. That's how you get a Russian wife. Because they're gonna want you to provide. That's it.
Okay, they have a Russian question for me. I will answer in Russian on this question. Сомнений у меня никогда не было по поводу замужества, потому что когда ты встречаешь своего человека, ты сразу чувствуешь, Это ты просто чувствуешь себя как дома и чувствуешь себя собой, и человек просто твой, и твоя себя, и все по-другому ты не чувствуешь. А насчет, тем более военного, он бывший военный, сейчас он не военный, сейчас он просто живет в Сибири, поэтому тут никаких сомнений тем более не было, и военные, они такие же люди, которые тоже хотят жить нормальной жизнью. Вот так вот. And we're back to you.
What was that question?
It's if I have fear or I was like not sure being married with American, especially American military guy. Say no. I can say it's in English again.
That's a
Yeah.
good question, actually.
Yeah. And here you can see nice streets. Look really cool. I like, in my opinion, because I like when it's a lot of trees. In Mexico, I like streets like that too. Remember, we were passing, and I like, oh my God, we're like back home. And we're back to Angara.
Yeah, I'm gonna park for maybe 10 minutes. We can walk a little bit, and
Okay.
you can see the side of the river.
Old Bagheera asked how I learn English so good. If I have practice with a person who know English.
Called
E-
school.
First, yeah, I learned
Okay,
at
let's go to
school, and I have a huge practice with this guy. That's why my English like that. All these years, I just practice. Yeah, I know English, but it was not easy to talk for me. But now it's good.
Here we're gonna be, guys. Thank you so much. We're almost to 100 likes. Let's try to get there. Again, when you guys put like, this type of live stream gets pushed out to more people, and more people who have never seen Russia can see it. I'm gonna show you the riverbanks here. Yes, thank you so much for watching. We're gonna show you these ferries that cross the river. You can see, this is Irkutsk, that's right. This is Angara, this is the river that comes out of Baikal, where we live in Sludanka. Essentially, all of the water you see here, it's born in our region and it falls into here. Thank you so much for joining us. You're gonna see another view. I've never been to Kazan, but maybe one day I'll go to Kazan. Let's see how clean the water is here.
No, don't go away.
Yes, next time, hopefully she does bring her dogs. She says she'll never leave her dogs again. Let's check. Look how nice and clear the water is. Nice little duck family there. But you can see pretty deep into that water. Again, all of this water comes from Lake Baikal. And look how wide this river is. So we're gonna take a little walk on this walkway here. It's a nice park where people go walking. I'm gonna show you how people spend their afternoons in Siberian cities. Have I ever fished in this city? Yes, I have. It's not salted. This is a non-salty river. Oh, and why? Yeah, why should it be salted? I wonder. Jay, let us know. Do you know something we don't? Sush, you want an ice cream?
You're not hot?
We're gonna see if Ksenia will buy an ice cream. This ice cream is better than the one in the GUM. Well, if you want to know about Kazan, I have a buddy, American Sputnik, who is living out there. Just go check out his channel. He makes videos from out there. You don't need a fishing license to fish in Russia. It's free. You don't have to pay anything. You could just simply get a fishing rod. I have my fishing rod with me. If I wanted to fish, I could fish the river. But right now, we're just going to walk a little bit. How am I allowed to be in Russia? So I'm not retired from the military, and Russia's a free country where foreigners come from all different backgrounds. You just need a visa. Okay, that's all you need. You just need a visa, and it's very easy to get a visa as an American for Russia. We have the best we have the best visa agreements. Take it easy, bro. Thank you so much for joining us. Again, guys, let's try to get 200 likes. Sushi's about to get an ice cream. Which one are you thinking about getting?
Honestly, I still don't choose. But they have like a Siberian tiger.
Just get probably one that you'd like pistachio.
Yeah, I love pistachio ice cream.
Here are the prices, guys. This is about $1.50 for a chocolate caramel one. A basic one's about $1.20. Large bodies of water must be salted, but Lake Baikal is huge and it's not salted. These are the prices here. 110 rubles is about $1.40. So she got a pistachio classic. Okay. Salted caramel is delicious. We're gonna take a small walk just so she sees enough of this side of the city, and then we'll get back on the car and we'll take you guys to the other side of the city. You can learn basic English for sure. In that much time, you just have to be committed, man. I haven't even tried to learn Russian yet, but I've picked up enough to take me through my day-to-day shopping, if I encounter anybody. So my Russian is abysmal, but I haven't even tried and I've still learned. If you guys ever visit Russia, consider visiting Irkutsk in summer. You can see how beautiful and green it is, how clean it is. And this is where you're going to experience a lot of the true Russian culture, a lot of the true Russian spirit and, you know, traditions are more kept alive in older places like this. Of course you have to learn the language. It's ridiculous not to. Look at that building there. The building across the street from that one is built in the 1800s. We're gonna go see it right now. Yes, Siberian tigers live in the Far East. The Far East, northern Far East. This building here was built in the 1800s. So you have another, this is pre-Soviet Union, right? I can read and write in Russian if I have to, but I can read but not know what I'm reading mostly. So guys, check this out. This building here is a Soviet building, and right across is a pre-Soviet building. You can see that the architecture is much different, right? The Soviets built much different style, very boxy, the Soviets, in my opinion, ruined architecture. Pre-Soviet Union, it still had its very unique design. A lot of the rest of the buildings in the city are Soviet style, and it kind of takes away from the Russian vibes. I will go deeper and show you other wooden buildings later, which are preserved here in the city of Irkutsk. Yes, this is a museum. And across the street, yes, is the university. There's all sorts of universities, but yes, this is a museum. I think this is Alexander the Third. Well, by what I mean that they ruined it is that during their era, you can tell everything is very uniformed. Okay, I'll give you an example. It also happened in Mexico. They brought somebody from, I think, Eastern Europe, and when they came to Mexico, they made everything look the same. This was the problem, and I don't like that. But of course, if you disagree, you have your own reasons. I don't like when everything looks the same. Yes, this is Alexander the Third. Nice statue right there. The leaves, when do the leaves start turning red? Maybe in September? Yes, so the leaves start turning red and we start getting fall season in September. They're building new buildings there. Again, look, everything is squared. Everything's gonna look the same. So Russia's also doing the same thing.
Oh my God.
Uh-huh. There's a lot of walkways in this city, and in most of Russia, the parks are just very, very wide like this for walking. We'll go back to the car when Ksenia's done with... Well, we can start turning around and go to the other side. We're going back to the car because it's too far for us to walk. Yes. All of Russia is not the same, of course. But a majority of Russia is very similar. Russia may be big, but a lot of it is very, very similar because of the Siberian territory. Yes, I love Irkutsk. Right now we're going to go drive to the northern part of the city. It might take us maybe just 5 minutes. And then we'll see the Eternal Flame. And we'll see the World War II or the Great Patriotic War Memorial. And then we'll move on. Irkutsk was actually my first home, guys. When I decided that I was going to stay in Russia, this was the first city that I lived in. This was the first city that I ever experienced. And in my opinion, it's the best city east of the Urals. There's nothing that compares to this. Because of Lake Baikal, Angara River, all the things that we have in nature, this beats any city. From Irkutsk, you can drive to Lake Baikal, the largest lake in the world, sometimes in 1 hour, and you can escape in a wonderland of nature. And there's nothing more special than that. It's number one. I'm not Latin American. I'm Mexican American. I don't think there's a such thing as a Latin American. Sorry, I don't want to insult your intelligence, but I've never heard of Latin Europeans. The Latin tribe was conquered by many different other tribes in the Italian peninsula. Latin American? No. Maybe I'm Hispanic? Yes, because I'm a descendant of Spanish-speaking people. But that's just how it works. I think Latin American is just something they invented. There's no Latin people in the Americas. You'll visit in 2026. We'll be waiting for you. Look how awesome that is across the lake. I'll show you guys how it's been built up. Look at this architecture all across the Angara River, guys. Hundreds of thousands of people live on each side. Look at this. Look at this. So much water here, so much clean water compared to other parts of the world. This water, all of it comes from Lake Baikal, and there's a hydroelectric plant that makes the energy for all of the people in the city and other regions. Electricity here is coming from Lake Baikal through the Angara River. Saludos. Saludos, hermano. Hello, welcome. Yeah, anyways, just to give you guys a quick reason why I don't use this term Latin American, because even the Latin alphabet was adopted from the Etruscans. Oh yeah. So it's how it works. The Latin people in the Italian peninsula took their alphabet mostly from the Etruscans, and the language evolved, people were conquered. I'm probably very far from being Latin. Okay, let's continue on the walk. Thank you for staying with us. We made it to 100 likes. I appreciate your guys' support. Thank you so much for enjoying the city of Irkutsk. Hello, Miguel. Welcome, bro. Again, every spring and summer, the majority of Russia will plant these flowers. That's right. We don't have translators because this is YouTube, and YouTube doesn't have real-time translation or subtitles. That's just how it works. No, Mexico is not based on Latin culture. Sorry. So Mexico is a Hispanic country. Mexico was conquered by the Spanish people, and the Spanish people were mostly some sort of Visigoth or Celtic groups, right? And or the Moors from northern Africa. If you want to talk about history, you have to understand that Mexicans were conquered by the Spanish people, who were conquered by Germanic tribes later on, Celtic tribes in the north, and the northern Africans. So actually, I would be very, very surprised if I had true Latin, true Latin blood. I would be more German or more Arab, northern Arab. That's just how it works. So, but I understand what you're saying, right? A lot of the people don't know that the word Latin American came from, I think, some guy from France. He just used it almost as a derogatory way. There's no such thing as Latin America, because we don't call French people, Romanians, and Italians the Latin Europeans. Let's keep going. So, before we continue, Spain was colonized by Rome, and it was actually one of the most important colonies for Rome. Spain was also colonized by the Carthaginians, right? So when the Punic Wars happened, when Rome went to war with Carthage and they won the Punic Wars, they took over the Iberian Peninsula. But the Iberian Peninsula would later, for hundreds and for thousands of years, would be colonized by somebody else who was not Roman. Because you have to remember, when the Romans split into two, the Western Roman Empire was a bunch of city-states that were ravaged by many groups from the German tribes. So believe me, I agree with you. If you want to say that the Romans colonized Spain, the Iberian Peninsula, it was for such a short fraction of a time, because the northern Africans would come up through the peninsula and control it probably longer than for what Rome controlled it for, okay? Let's just be realistic there. But if it makes you feel, if you want me to be Latin, Spanish, I will be this for you. I'll be your Latin lover, Jay. I love you. I just, I'm pretty sure that the colonization happened much longer by other groups. Luz, can you see anything? Keep an eye, okay, Luz? Luz?
Yeah, I don't see anything now. No.
Thanks, Luz.
There we go.
All right. So, you know what I was thinking, Sush? I want to go to Rio Grande and show what a nasty Mexican oh shit, sorry. What a nasty Mexican taco looks like in the city of Irkutsk. And it goes in my spot.
Yeah, but you really want to eat there?
Just one taco.
Order one taco?
Yeah, so they can see Mexican food in Russia. We'll see.
Okay, if you want. They ask if it's okay to drive with an American drive license there.
As far as I know, it's getting harder to drive with an American license. The rules change all the time, but I'm actually driving under a Mexican license, which does facilitate my life here. What street should I park in?
Not far, and it's a little bit up over there. Yeah.
I should turn here.
You can try. Oh yeah. And go straight to. I will show you. Remember ice cream we buy at this store?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Show this wooden building, yeah, please.
Oh yeah, it's an old one. Probably they will take it away because it was even burned and it's broken. Oh, it's on this street.
To the left?
Uh-huh.
Maybe I park here.
Okay. Oh, because you can't go, it's one-way road.
Mm-hmm. Okay, nice. Can you take the battery charger out of there, please, Luz? So for your guys' enjoyment, I'm going to... Oh, and auto insurance is not expensive here. Not a lot of people use motorcycles. For your guys' enjoyment, we're gonna get off and dine and just sit outside. Hopefully, they have outside tables. We're gonna be eating tacos. The tacos are gonna be expensive, and I just wanted to use this as an example. What cuisines from the Americas look like in Russia. Russia's very good at cooking foods from the Middle Eastern countries, Georgia, the Caucasus, some other types of Asian countries, but Russia is not good at anything from the Americas. They're not that great at making American food from both continents, okay? When I say food from the Americas, just remember North America and South America. But Russia's very good at making Asian food, also making food from a lot of the Caucasus region. So, yes, so let's go. Yes, make tacos at home. It's better. If you want to see my wife's belly, you might want to tune into a live whenever we go swimming to Lake Baikal. Okay, let's take a look at the architecture. What is my job? Well, this currently is my job, but it's not my only source of income. I've spoke about it many times before, but it's not really important how another person makes his life. My sister is from, oh, look at this architecture here, guys. This is a mixture of brick building with the old wooden doors here, but right across from it, you're going to see an original wooden house with its wooden doors, right? So look at this. You're not going to see this in a lot of other cities in Russia. Irkutsk has, I would say, the majority, the most preserved wooden buildings than in all of Russia. There's no more in any other city, I would say, than in Irkutsk. We have so many places that are preserved by the city. A lot of these buildings are historic buildings that will not be allowed to be broken down. And it's really nice because it really adorns a city when they have their own style, right? If you go to, I would say, like Kazan or Moscow or St. Petersburg, you're not going to see these style of homes very often. You're going to see this in a bigger quantity in these types of regions. Yes, and of course, we already know that the Russian people, and it's not Irkutsk, it's just Russians in general, will burn things to the ground to build whatever they want. This is still something that is happening rampantly out here, and we have seen examples of it on this channel. Shoulders on windows. Look at this one, all brown. Again, the different style architecture is what I like to see. I think it's beautiful when there's wood, brick, and blocks all in one clip. You can see hundreds of years of culture in one movement of my camera. Thanks for everybody who's been watching. This live stream is dedicated to all of our subscribers who support this channel. Today we are going to take my sister to a Russian clinic, but we're starting this live before we go because we had to check out of the apartment that we stayed in. Now look at, they're renovating this building here.
It's my old office.
This is where Ksenia and I met. Ksenia used to work here, and this is essentially where the love story begins. A lot of you guys ask, how did you meet your wife? I was in that cafe and I met her. Okay? There's not a lot of gypsies, I would say, but check this out. Next to wooden buildings, you have these brick buildings, block buildings, and wood, all in the same movement of the camera. The sun god is great. Thank you so much, my friend. And of course, we have blue-haired people in Russia too. As you can see, that girl who just crossed the street, that was a blue-haired person. They exist in Russia. Everybody's allowed to exist. The sun rises for everyone. Okay? Blue-haired people exist in Russia. We're gonna see if we can just get a taco. This is one of 2 Mexican restaurants in the city of Irkutsk. There is the Russian flag and the Irkutsk flag. Yes, there are liberals in Russia, of course. Everybody exists here. Whatever you think doesn't exist, exists. But people just don't talk about it. Like, you can't be pushing your agenda on people. That's what's not allowed. Now let's look at here. Okay, they do have seats outside today. And there's the Mexican flag. It's super worn out. Hopefully I don't get freaking copyright strikes for having this. Здравствуйте. Ask him if we can sit on this one, yeah?
You want to sit outside?
Yeah, because we'll lose connection down there. Okay, so in the Spanish language, you obviously know what Viva Mexico means. This is probably the first time anybody's ever done a live in this place. This place is called Rio Grande. This is a river that separates Texas from, I believe, Tamaulipas and other states in the eastern part of Mexico. So Rio Grande is not only the name of a river, but it's an important geographical place. And we're going to be ordering something what you guys would buy if you're in the United States or if you're Mexican. I'm going to show you the prices, and might be very interesting for you to see. Спасибо. Yeah. I'll show you guys the menu. Oh, this is a really nice spot. There's Luz. Luz, you have to give me your, give them, after you look at the menu, give them your perception of what the menu is, okay?
No, it's just lemonade.
All right, I'm gonna look through the menu, and we'll see. So there are no Mexicans running anything here. She doesn't look grumpy. She just hasn't been able to hear for 8 days, guys. Yeah, there's 2 Mexican restaurants. We're in one of them. I think that the other one is better than this one, but I want to give you guys an example of what a Russian thinks Mexican food is, okay? She doesn't have an ear infection. She just, well, who knows? She hasn't heard in 8 days.
Watermelon syrup. What is this one? It's watermelon, lime.
So all of these dishes here, these are basically Russian dishes, okay? None of this is Mexican. What I think the Russian think is Mexican when they add avocado or tomatoes, or they add color to their food. The Mexican, the Mexican food, this is none of this is Mexican. And immediately you look at what they have for tacos, and they're hard shell tacos right now. None of this again is Mexican, and it's okay. It's okay, guys. It's good. It's not Mexican American. This is Russian food with avocado. What I'm trying to tell you guys is that the Russian food is delicious, okay? Russians cook delicious when they cook their soups.
I was about to say what?
Okay, Luz can...
Don't light a quick in here. It's not good.
Yeah. The Russian don't know how to put spice, not like spicy food, but like flavor. That's the problem that Russia has. And Russian avocado is very bad. I'm gonna buy a taco for each one of us, and we're each gonna give you our results. Okay, guys, listen. Our impressions. Luz, babe. It's gonna have to be 1 out of 10. Look at me, Luz. and it's not full numbers. It has to be 8.5, 8.3, okay? It has to be like this. Ice skating rules. So we're each going to be buying, I'm going to buy 3 tacos. We're each going to take a bite of each taco, and we're going to decide which the best taco is.
Jesus, green salad costs 710 rupees.
Luz, are you in the mood to communicate?
Yeah.
People are so funny.
What do they say?
Just say what you think about
My mom's going to come and visit, and she wants to open up a Mexican restaurant. So
Let's listen what she will say about menu, because even I'm curious.
yeah, what do you think about the menu? Luz, talk a little louder so they can hear too.
It's not Mexican.
Is there anything I think is kind of Mexican?
They had me on the second half. Hold on. Over. They have burgers and stuff. No, they got it all wrong. That elote right there.
Okay.
The grilled corn.
So she's saying that the corn is the only thing that's Mexican. I don't have any hot sauce, but they have their own, right?
Maybe the fish.
The name is Mexican, Jay. Yes, bro, you got it. The name is Mexican. Now, I advised them, I told them actually, hey, I would like to help you guys. I would like to help you make something that's really Mexican. They didn't even care.
This is not Mexican at all.
So in Russia, Chinese food is Chinese. Caucasus food is from the Caucasus. Georgian food is Georgian. Japanese food is Japanese. Mexican food in Russia is not Mexican. And it happens all the way from St. Petersburg all the way to Moscow. There is no actual good restaurants. I've gone to every Mexican restaurant in Moscow. It's absolutely bad. But it's not their fault. It's just that they cannot understand that because Mexican food is so simple, they just make Russian food. Right? Mexican food is probably the easiest food in the world to cook. We have the same ingredients and we make 10 dishes out of the same ingredients. Yeah, hopefully she opens up a restaurant. Even the music is fake, so Luz has to sing. No. Really? How does it go, Luz? Yeah, so let's go ahead and what we're gonna order, babe, is this 3 types of fish.
Fish?
Taco?
Oh, but it's fish.
Yeah, I see. But do we have? When they come, I want to know if they have.
This one, but it's a little bit too expensive. But
Where?
it's like it's chicken, beef, and pork.
Okay, on each taco.
I think so.
Okay.
I can ask.
Okay, yeah.
Should I take a drink?
Yeah, you get a drink. We're gonna buy 3 tacos. It's gonna be chicken, pork, and beef. And we're each gonna take a bite. We're gonna rate them to see which one is the best. We're gonna rate them on the quality of tortilla. We're gonna have a Mexican standoff here, essentially, guys.
What about the tripod?
I'll bring the tripod now. Talk to them. Sing a song.
Babe, you will go too long.
No, I won't. Sing the song. Talk to
no.
Luz.
Hi, everyone. I don't know what to say.
We don't know what to say. He leave us with this. Maybe they have some questions.
Here we are.
Confusing. What to take?
Let me show you guys the drink that I'm gonna order. Let me know what you guys think about it. So essentially, I was gonna go for this one because of the watermelon and the lemon. And then Tanya said it, but look at this one because she knows I think that I like mint. Did you know I like mint?
Yes.
Yeah. So look at this one. And so this has everything I love. This one has the syrup and stuff. This one has bubbly water. Tell us about the Russian hot sauce. Have I had Russian hot sauce?
I think it's only chili, Russian company what made, what we tried home.
Did I try it yet? Oh, no, I haven't
No,
tried it.
no.
Because it smells really bad. I think Albie tried to get me to eat it.
Yeah, you said
Yeah.
He made
And-
his own sauce.
And I
I'm
said
like,
no. Because if I smell a hot sauce and it smells like vinegar, like that's like the main the main smell that I get, then it's like I know it's not gonna be a good hot sauce and I'm not gonna enjoy it. But I have had the jalapenos and they're good. I like the jalapenos here.
But it's not Russian.
It's not? Dang it.
I don't know where they bring it from, but usually we don't have jalapeno. In normal store, you can't find just jalapeno.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
There's this burger place that I love to go to in her town that they have these jalapenos and they're really, really good. And even at Simon's house, they were really, really good. Hello to Max, your pug. Oh my goodness. Pugs and Boston Terriers are cousins because of their squish noses. I miss my puppy so bad. This is them. Anis and Chai, and then I have Simba in my other home screen. Do I like to cook? Yes, I like to cook when I have the time. Like for example, at home, I was essentially working I was working 4 jobs, and then I was doing my schools too. So I didn't really get the time to cook, but when I cook, I really like to cook. Russian mustard. What's Russian mustard?
You don't try it. Usually I don't like it either.
Huh.
But my father used it. He put it on a bread and use it with soup. But it's more for winter weather when it's cold.
Okay,
Так,
okay.
подскажите, вот это вот
We're ordering now.
такос комбинада, там 3 разных тако, правильно? Да.
What she said.
А можно тогда вот одну
Her
порцию
apron has
тако,
Dia de los Muertos on it.
and
like
you
the calaveras.
choose, this one with mint, right?
Yes.
И можно один
You guys see the calaveras?
арбузный.
That's a very, that's
второй арбузный
typically
только
we
другой.
celebrate Day of the Dead.
Один мохито, другой лимонад.
She's ordering.
И пока все.
Хорошо, значит, только так. Комбинаты, мохито, арбуз, лимонад, арбуз. Меню не забираю.
Одно пока можно оставить, а остальное можно забрать.
Spasiba.
Пожалуйста.
See guys? Is my spasiba getting better? Are you surprised seeing Russia contrasted to the percent? Yeah, I am. Because it is like, it's always in the US, Russia bad, Russia this, Russia that, Russia that. But everyone's just living their best lives here and minding their own business. They look happy and honestly much more healthier than we are back home. Hello. Thank you. I love my babies. I really love I miss them so much. I miss them so much. You guys can't imagine how much I miss my little babies. Looks scary. What looks scary? Do you want to move there with your brother? I wanted to in Lake Baikal. I feel like I really like the lake. Senya knows this.
Yeah.
I can spend all day in the lake.
Now it's local seal.
Yeah.
They swim like 3 hours non-stop. In our area, Baikal not so warm. It's a little bit cold even for local people. And these guys stay there like 3 hours, 4 hours non-stop, go a little bit chill outside and go back.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
We stay there all day. I really have never felt a lake that refreshing, and when I go in it just soothes my soul. And Saya thinks it's cold, but I think it's wonderful because I'm used to like really, really, really cold. It's funny because when I was preparing to go into Lake Baikal for the first time, I would run the really, really cold water from the faucet on my body to kind of like emanate the feeling, if that's the right word. So the water in their house runs like where your fingers are like paralyzed. So when I went in there, I'm like, wait, this is not as bad. It's actually great. But yeah, so we are the local seals, and I am one with the water.
And
Simulate, yes, thank you, Midnight Rider.
How you like fish, what you saw in Baikal?
Oh yeah, and then there's like crystal clear fish there too that nibble on your toes. I'm like, wow, it's just amazing. It's amazing. And then Senya went in too. She swam for the first time in Lake Baikal. How did you feel?
Yeah, first time in my life I learned how to swim in Mexico last year. And I never swim in Baikal. I just sit there, or I can walk, or just go underwater and go back. But in this year I swim, and it's amazing, honestly.
Yeah.
I was scared because I'm pregnant, and it's already free last month. Scared be really cold. But my husband take care of me and Luz support me emotional, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I'll see you. was really nice.
It was really great to have her swim there and have the three of us in the water. It was really nice.
But I spent almost like 1 hour almost in
Yeah,
the water.
she was in there for a minute. Let me tell you, we were so proud. And the thing is, with Lake Baikal, like, it's cold, but you'll find these pockets of warmth. So it's fun. It's therapeutic. But yeah, they do nibble on your toes. It's really, really good. I can make ceviche. I don't think there's the beauty about ceviche and all these Mexican. Oh my God, guys, look at this. Hi, little birds. Should I have a Snow White moment?
You should try. Maybe they come to you like, sing, please.
Yeah, ceviche can be made in many different ways. So, my mom has taught me how to make ceviche. I'm pretty sure I can make it, but with imitation crab. I've yet to learn it with the real fish because I don't like fish. I see, and a lot of people comments. Yeah. Luz, please go inside of the restaurant. It is quite entertaining, as I remember there in 2008. Oh, maybe. No pet seals. Honestly, we saw a seal that was really close to us, but I scared it away. I like a dummy. I went ooh ooh ooh, and it
We
was
saw it twice.
yeah. And
Look at
he
this bird.
yeah, you got it. Oh, you guys.
He just sit on the table.
And Senya is a great photographer, as you guys can tell right now. She has all the angles. Yep. There he goes. Nikita, yeah, it's totally different in like the nature aspect, the more like there's a lot of opportunities to walk here. So you're just like always outside. I'm not sure if you guys can tell I'm like really tan. So we're always out. Now in LA, I'm obviously like always working, always on the move. So I'm trying to compare that life to this, and I think I wouldn't be as stressed as I am if I had that same life here. But again, I'm only here on vacation, so things are different, right? But yeah, Condor Lake. Oh, I'm dead. What's going on there? Go snorkeling. The seals will come right up to you. You know, Senya and Albie have bought paddle boards, so I think we're gonna go out into the Baikal, right, and paddle board to see if we can see other things out in there. And we're trying to get fit, so the paddle boards also will be a good arm workout. Yeah, definitely changing me, Nikita, for the better, and just wanting to just finish my studies and find out what's out there for me. Now
You just will have at least good vacation here.
yeah. Just gotta get my ear fixed. Can you guys see anything? Oh, he's back. Yeah. The man of the hour.
Chicken, what and what?
Chicken, beef, and pork.
All right, nice.
right,
did we
guys.
get the liter of Morse?
Love you guys.
Oh no, we take.
I'm gonna pass you back to Albie.
Lemonades?
Yeah.
Oh, that shot. I'm staying. I have 2 more weeks here. Hopefully my ear is better.
I don't want to drink.
If it's not, and look, guys, I'm breaking out. When I'm stressed and stuff, I tend to pick up my face. So, love you guys. Bye. I'll be across the table. I'll be setting up the tripod for you guys.
I think we need when we will
Eat,
try,
right?
Yeah. It's
All right, I'm back. I brought the tripod, but I also got the car closer. That's something that I wanted to do. Again, we ordered Russian style. We ordered Russian style food. Show me what you guys ordered. You already told them?
I think we just will show when they bring.
Okay.
We showed them the drink that I got. What did you get?
I take another watermelon.
Oh, this one or this
Yeah.
one?
I take
What'd you get for me?
Can I try yours?
Yeah, I think we just will share with you and Russ can try.
Yeah.
India and Russia, always good bonding. Yes. Both countries are in BRICS. Both countries are in India's in Asia, but the majority of Russia is in Asia. So both are Asian countries. And
Like this stuff.
my family is epic. My family is pretty cool in it.
The rest of this was
I love my sister. Senya,
Some birds that stop right there.
really?
Yeah. Can you pass the picture to me? That's what's been going on the whole vacation. Tanya takes pictures and she sends them to me because
Oh,
I'm not good at it.
oh, cool. We have the girl from Los Angeles, not with the Los Angeles shirt. Hello, my name. Hello, Hiho. My name is. Oh, you're moving to Russia. Nice. Yeah, so many people come. Luz, this is probably the most famous Mexican restaurant in the city. I mean, there's only two, and they make so much money selling this food. Again,
Usually they have a full restaurant because it's like Sunday and it's only lunchtime, not so much people, but in the evening it's will be full. Like 5, 6, 7, 8, it will be full.
my goal is to open one up.
I feel like they're being scammed. This is not Mexican food.
Thank you so much for the support, guys. We made it to over 150 likes. Let's try to get it to 200. Again, the likes help support, spread the live to people who have never seen maybe Russia, who have never even heard of Irkutsk, and we're reporting live from the city deep in Siberia. We are going to be doing a Mexican food taste. Right now, in this part of Siberia, it is 1 in the afternoon, 1300.
I thought that was like an horchata.
Oh no.
Like dirty horchata. They don't.
We came to the restaurant called Rio Grande. You guys are going to get the results of this place's best taco. Again, we're going to be very critical of it because a lot of Mexican restaurants kind of exploit the Russian person. They put a little bit of avocado and they put random chili on top, and they have a Mexican restaurant. And corn. I mean, they don't know how to cook corn. So we ordered 3 tacos, 3 different flavored meat, and we're gonna give you guys the best one. We're gonna be rating also the taco itself.
I'm gonna go wash my hands. Yeah.
Okay, you go downstairs and it's
Probably easier.
I'm a skinny legend now.
1 second. Oh, no manches, baila.
Baila, baila.
Getting fell off from the bottom. People have been talking about. We need to put that thing on the floor. We need to put it on the.
I don't know how.
Okay, put it on that side. Spasiba. Wait, Luz, hold that there. Hold that there. Hold it, cause this thing broke. Hold this,
Careful,
please.
don't move it.
Is anything on the table?
Huh?
No. Did I break it?
No, it was already left up. You can pick that up.
We'll try fix table. May just put it in a hole and just leave it like that. Yeah, I know, but a little bit. Okay. You almost did it.
All right, there it
Yes.
goes.
Нет, пока все. Спасибо.
What happened? What'd she
Мы
say?
как раз разделим, потому что
What'd she say?
я много не пью. She asked if you want to drink something,
Ah.
but we take the drinks.
Okay,
Or
so
if you want to order something else.
the table was broken and we fixed it. There is no such thing as carne asada in Russia. They don't understand the concept. Everything that you might think is Mexican doesn't exist in Russia. Okay? This is watermelon drink here. Give us a taste test.
I like it.
You like it?
I like it because it's you can see it's a lot of watermelon, not meat. How it's called? This thing?
Chunks of watermelon?
Yes, piece of watermelon. watermelon inside of this lemonade, and it's really delicious. For me, it's really delicious. This a little bit closer what I drink in Mexico.
Because it's more fresh.
Yeah, because you really can feel watermelon inside, like natural, not chemical, natural watermelon.
Nice. And tacos al pastor are my favorite too, Anso. Those are my favorite. Okay, we're gonna test this out. So if Ksenia like, what is that?
I think something was here on this couch.
Well, I got dirty trying to fix these people's couch. I'm gonna taste it now. Usually, hello from the Netherlands. Usually when Ksenia likes something, I like it too because she's very good at tasting, like flavor tasting.
You can feel a little bit Sprite, but
This is not only juice, huh?
it's Sprite, mint, and watermelon.
I don't like it. But I do appreciate that they put actual watermelon. It's very rare in Russia, in this region, to have fresh fruits and have fresh fruit drinks. But this is very unique because it actually has the fruit that that it's made of. Where do you go in Russia to eat a steak T-bone steak? No, they don't have that.
We have, but it's too expensive.
But they don't cook it like they do like in America. Like a barbecue, a Texan barbecue, a rib, they don't exist here. The barbecue ribs, they try their best, but it's really not even, no, it doesn't make sense to them. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I gotta shut up. I forgot that we're in Russia.
People already stare at us.
Yeah, so in Russia, you have to be quiet.
Not like quiet, but middle.
Middle? Is this middle?
Yeah.
Okay.
They can hear you, I think.
They can hear me like this. I'll talk like this, guys. I'll use my my outside voice. The problem is I'm just too Mexican. Yeah, that's the goal, guys. I'm gonna try to bring my mom here soon, and she's going to try to cook Mexican food, and we're gonna be cooking Mexican food for some people, and maybe we'll open up a Mexican restaurant because this city has no such thing as true Mexican food. Now we're gonna try Luces. Is this the same one?
No, it's like mojito lemonade. She just
This one's better. This one tastes more like watermelon.
Because it's only have sparkle water and watermelon mint.
This is way better.
Yeah, it's better. But on this one, you can feel like piece of watermelon.
Yes, and that's what I don't like.
And this one a little bit sweeter.
Listen, it's not a bad thing for countries not to be able to cook Mexican food. I don't care. But what I do care about is restaurants like these where you offer them help and you try to give advice on making a little bit more authentic so Russians don't have to go to Mexico to eat Mexican food. But they're just selling them Russian food. I am telling you, you cannot get a good steak in Russia. If the meat exists, they don't know how to marinate or cook it. They do meat in other ways. They do shashliks, they do other types of food. They don't cook steaks like we do. Hopefully the foods come soon.
They have tequila set, like different type of tequila. So interesting.
Oh no, all of these traditional barbecue style things don't exist here. You'd have to go to Moscow and then you'd be overpriced. All right, here we go. Off the bat, we're... Спасибо. So here's the tacos. First of all, right off the bat, I can tell you, I have no idea what that is.
What the hell?
I have no idea what that's made of.
Welcome to Russia. It's like lasagna.
I have no idea what the tortilla is. Who knows what that is?
But it's really flour. They give you guacamole.
Oh, flour?
Sorry.
Like it?
Yeah. But try this one. What do you think about this one?
one's nice.
We're gonna try the guacamole.
Really? She say this better because yeah, it is not so sweet.
Yeah, that's true.
At least the guacamole tastes almost normal. I'm surprised.
She say this she like more.
Oh, well, we don't know which one is which, but this one here looks like beef. No, this one looks like beef. No, yeah, beef. This is chicken. Yes, chicken. All right, we're all gonna take a bite. Luz, go ahead, take a bite of the Mexican cheese taco.
Oh, careful, it's juicy.
Is there spoons or something?
I feel like we need spoons to put this. 1 second. How do you say spoon? Loshka, da? Malinki loshka.
And another plate.
No, don't say malinki.
Loshka, and plate is
Oh, your shirt on the back.
really?
Yes, babe, you hit it like that, it's even worse. Don't do this.
Oh my gosh. Okay, what's plate again?
Тарелка.
I'll just ask for a loshka. A loshka, пожалуйста. Loshka. Okay, I can get it. It's okay. Okay. All right, we're gonna wait. It's very strange. They don't give you anything to put the salsas and things.
They have a tripod. I don't know thing.
Oh. How old am I? I'm 35.
Oh, it's because you have to mix it.
So we're gonna give you guys a look of this while we wait for the spoon. Gde žena naučila anglicky. What the heck?
Where's your wife learning?
Learned English?
And this. No.
Okay. So Luz is gonna fix up her bite. Guacamole, a little bit of crema pico de gallo for sure. There is no cilantro, there is no cebolla, there is no lemon, there is nothing that a regular taco would have. There is no salsa, there is no radish, there is no everything that you would take in a real taco. It doesn't exist here. Here we go. I have a feeling it's gonna be delicious. It's just not a taco though. But we're gonna see which one's the best. So this is gonna be the chicken one first. We're gonna take a bite.
Go ahead, guys.
I've tasted every Mexican restaurant in Moscow. None of them are authentic. None of them have anything authentic about them. So now I'm gonna taste it.
I want you to put on top.
Because
Babe, don't use the spoon.
if you just had a normal spoon, it would be awesome. And by the way, the portions that they give you in a Mexican restaurant, you're supposed to have unlimited amount of sauce. Okay? You're supposed to have unlimited amount of lemon, unlimited amount of not cream, obviously, not corn, but the majority will have unlimited amount of sauce. There's not even anything spicy to put on these things.
But before they have sauce like from tomatillo or something like that.
What's the verdict?
Dude, the chicken has no flavor.
Tacos don't typically have cheese either.
Yeah, all I tasted was the cheese, to be honest. It's overwhelming. It's not bad. It doesn't taste like anything. It just tastes like a cheese quesadilla with, I don't know, flour. I don't know what that is. Okay, now it's time for the only person here who's not Mexican to taste this. I have no clue on the type of cheese. It's not a bad taco. I mean, it's not a bad food. I don't know. I wouldn't call that a taco. It's
I
not.
want to try guacamole.
Taste. Just taste it.
Beautiful, I want it just a little bit. But it's not guacamole.
I don't know what that is.
It looks like guacamole, but it's something different, honestly.
Thanks, guys. We're almost to 200 likes. Thanks for being here. No, that's not how it works, dude. If you want Mexican food, you don't go to Mexico. There's literally Russian restaurants in Mexico. You need to stop. That's ridiculous.
You like it?
It's not bad, but it's not tacos. Even so, it's not even close. Like, I don't know how to explain. Flavor is not like taco.
All right. I'm gonna give that taco a 4.2. Like a 4.2. And the reason why we're doing ice skating rules is because I'm pretty sure if one is a little bit better, I can say 4.3 because I'm not gonna give it a 5. Okay? So that was the chicken one.
I think that's the best one we're gonna have.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be the best one too, Luz. You can see inside it has some beans in there. Didn't taste them at all. I
That's
didn't.
why I bite the beans and try see if some flavor or something.
I didn't taste any of what's inside. I felt the texture of the chicken, but I didn't taste the beans. I didn't taste the chicken. I just tasted this huge blob of cheese that they put on top. Look at that.
And for a Mexican taco, the beans will typically be on the side, not in the top.
Yes, you don't put the beans inside. Exactly. Good. I forgot that. They put it on the sides. Beans are actually in the place of the corn. They don't give corn in a Mexican restaurant. They give you beans if you want beans. This is... No, this is not even... I wouldn't call this a taco.
But I think someone tell a story. Oh, a guy who worked here, he tell us what owner of this place. He was in Mexico. He was inspired of Mexican culture, and when he come back, he made this Mexican restaurant. But
Dude.
I'm not sure if he was in Mexico.
Eat this last part, please.
I'm okay. I have to count my calories.
Okay. Well, let's try the steak one next. This is the steak one. You need to really dip this in sour cream and sauce and in a lot of stuff to make that taste remotely good. This is
Probably what you even don't have it enough.
this is really thick baked flour.
It's like a chips.
Yeah. Okay. Luz, you're first again. Luz is gonna try the beef one.
This would be essentially un taco de asada.
Yes, this we would call un taco de asada. The first one was chicken, guys. This was chicken.
Y no lo estoy preparando. I mean, I'm not preparing it like I would a real taco de asada. I'm just doing it with what they gave me here. Because that's how. Okay, here we go. I'm not giving my scores till the end. I'm just gonna do first, second, and third.
Okay. ¿Qué hubo, padre? Acá andamos en los tacos. Xenia extraña Guadalajara. Es Rafa, es Rafa. Everybody say hi. He says, son tacos como en Guadalajara.
Rafa, necesito que me lleves a los tacos buenos.
Tell him what I miss about taco, what we eat at night with him. On the road, remember?
Dice, Xenia dice que extraña comer los tacos allá para el Estadio Jalisco. Se me hace que era la Avenida República.
Delicious. Quesadilla there, amazing.
What can you tell us about this?
You can taste more of lemony. I can taste lemon more on this one. It's not a taco though. And it's not bad.
It's not bad?
It's not bad. None of them are bad. It's just not a taco. I can say out of all the Russian restaurants I've eaten at, this is the best one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So Lou says that this is the best Russian restaurant she's eaten in. I agree. It does have, it's not a taco, but it is not bad. Some of the restaurants in Russia, again, lack flavor.
This has flavor. This has,
Yeah, talk to him about this.
compared to the ones like in Moscow, we went to a little mart. I had
Just
some
say
ramen. I had some ramen that was really, really bad. No flavor. So as far as flavor goes, this is the most flavorful food I've had at a restaurant. We've had sushi, didn't like the sushi. The burgers, you can't mess up a burger. But even they take forever to make the food. So I'm liking it. It's not Mexican food, but I'm liking the food.
I think this is the most Russian food. This might be the most Russian restaurant in Russia. Okay, Sushi. You ate part of the beef one?
For me, this one, I will eat quesadilla in this restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
It has exactly the same flavor.
Okay.
It's how I say before and how Ruth said. It's not bad, but it's not taco. It's the same food like was chicken one, but it's beef.
Saludos desde Los Ángeles, California. Échale ganas con esa imitación de comida mexicana. Yes, thank you so much, Reina. I think we're going to be opening up a Mexican restaurant very soon. And it's not going to be hard to be #1 in this city because Mexican food to the Russians should be delicious. All they're feeding them here is Russian food with avocado. Okay, now it's my turn. I don't even know what to put, to be honest.
Well, babe, use clean one,
There's
please.
really no flavor though. Like, I wish I had a lemon with hot sauce. But it's okay, it's not bad. It just tastes like beef with lavash and tomatoes and cream. Next one.
You want to finish it?
Finish that one. Sushi, finish that, please.
Okay, I will.
All right, on to El Pastor.
Here we go. Luz is gonna eat the pork meat taco.
And how you see, no one don't trick you like you trick me in Mexico.
Yeah, I know.
So don't take it from the table.
Okay, well, can you just...
I will. Why is it bothering you right now?
I don't like that.
It's because of me.
I taste the meat.
Huh?
I don't like my meat tasting like meat. I don't like it.
It tastes like pork meat, like greasy or something. Like,
You're breathing it.
oh, that's disgusting.
People also put gloves on when they're eating. They don't give us gloves.
Oh, interesting. So the people behind us are wearing gloves to eat. I didn't know that.
But I miss about the guacamole, like real guacamole when you just draw in there and so nice and juicy.
Yes, I've eaten pho in Russia, and they cook it good. Russians cook good meat, food, as long as it's not Mexican. Let me see.
Talk later, but more vegetables.
First was chicken, second was beef, third.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know. For me, it's almost the same like a chicken.
Really?
Honestly, yeah. It's a little bit spicy and flavor almost the same.
Spicy?
No, like a. It have some spiciness inside, but it's not like spicy.
Right? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you really get the flavor of
Tastes like pig.
yes,
Like a pig smells.
yes. You're tasting what the pig smells like. It was really bad for me.
And
Get
now,
it? Did you get it? Oh my god,
Dude, that
that was really
I almost
bad.
threw up actually.
Yeah, that was really bad.
Okay, that tastes like a pig smells like shit. Like a bite, the first bite, you taste the pig. I don't know how you could not taste that.
It was very gamey.
It was gamey, like a pig smells like shit.
I still feel it in my, like I'm breathing it. I'm breathing the pig.
My stomach went super turned on me.
I think this speaker now really sad because she think why I'm die.
No.
For what?
But I've noticed, I think, Senya, you like more of like natural flavor. So I think that's why you like it was kind of not that bad to you. Whereas us, I can't taste the meat. I don't like it. Ugh.
I tasted the pig.
Yes, that's literally what it
My
was.
tooth was breaking through the
Yes.
meat,
Yes.
and I smelled pig.
Yes. I told you.
I didn't believe her.
Oh, Rafa text something.
No hay como los... Es lo que me estaba acordando, Rafa. Que quiero que me lleves a los tacos.
I think the chicken was the first for me, and
Yep.
then
I'm gonna
the
have
beef.
a bite of this so I can get the flavor out of my mouth.
That was disgusting. You're not gonna believe me. You're not gonna believe me. I've eaten dog food. I've eaten rotten food in the war, but I don't like when you go to a restaurant and the meat tastes like animal. Whew. Damn, I'm sweating a little bit.
It was bad. I was traumatized. Okay.
Alright. My stomach's hurting.
Does anyone in the chat, are they a Mexican food fanatic? What do they think when they look at the...
That looks like Chinese food or something. No,
Aquí les hace un falta un molcajete.
yeah, bro. Listen, I've eaten a lot of things in a lot of restaurants. Of course. Anyways, we're gonna pay and we're gonna get out of here. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this.
What time is it? You okay, Albi?
Oh, dude, it almost got me.
You look like you're gonna throw up.
That's never happened to me in Russia. I eat pig, I eat everything. But that tastes like shit, like actual shit. Like a pig rolled on shit and then they cut it.
I just tasted the pig. And I don't like that.
Yeah, well, I tasted it.
That's a big no-no for me.
Anyways, guys,
Well, I have worse experience. I eat cow brain in Mexico, taco with cow brain.
let's ask for the check
He
and
did
walk.
it to me. He tricked me. It's
you
first
like
day. No, it's shit. He tricked me and he like, I will give you like a free full.
This is the aftermath of eating.
And you will tell me which one your favorite.
Again, they didn't offer lemon, they didn't offer hot sauce, they didn't offer a spoon to put anything on here.
After that, it was.
It's just
Intestines, yeah.
It was
pretty sad.
really disgusting. And after that, I have
just a beef, I'm like, oh, thank God, something normal. And after that, he tell me what I ate.
Yeah.
The reason why we're streaming today,
There, he was really sorry for Kenny because he feel really sorry for me.
the reason why we're streaming today, guys, is because Luz is going to the clinic. I just wanted to take a quick pit stop and rate the Mexican food in Russia, in this part of Russia. That last one was absolutely abysmal. I don't know if they cooked that meat right or how fresh it was, but it tastes like what a pig smells like.
Really bad.
I even got a little hot and sweaty when I bit into that. We're just gonna ask for the check as soon as possible, Sushi. And we'll tell you how much this costs. 3 tacos and 2 drinks. We'll let you know what that cost is.
Do you want to finish?
No, let's finish it, Sushi.
Ah, I can. I will need bathroom.
Okay. Drink some, Luz.
Because I will go and
Don't mind if I do.
I will take card and we'll go ask if I can pay over there.
Okay, let's go.
No, I will take a bathroom. You can stay here right now.
Okay,
And I will leave my phone and my bag over here.
okay. Something wrong with that meat, guys. Something's wrong with that meat. Yeah, go to the bathroom. I think what happened was they probably kept that meat for a long time. They could have been from yesterday because it's 1. Maybe they, I don't know. And yeah, maybe it was not a castrated pig. I don't know, man. But it literally tasted like what a pig smells like. Don't you think? Or how is it for you? I don't know how you could describe
I
it.
literally told you, I just felt the whole pig in my mouth. Like I just
Check.
bit into it.
You guys can pay. I will go.
Okay.
I'm gonna show them the picture I took in the bathroom.
I could not swallow that. I didn't swallow it. Well, I tried some.
This is what the bathroom looks like, guys. They have a Frida Kahlo in there. At least the bathroom's nice. De señoras, it says.
Yeah, you guys have to watch out what you eat. Don't swallow if it ain't good. I didn't swallow that.
How rude.
Yes, bacon slaps always. They're gonna bring the check right now. We're gonna pay. I'll tell you how much it cost. And then honestly, this is not a good experience. I'm not gonna complain because
Do you think we can go get our ear pierced?
I'm not gonna. Yeah, we can go pierce your ear too. Depending on how it goes at the hospital.
Okay.
Damn, I took too much of a big bite.
Yeah, you went in there. I knew chicken was gonna be the best. We should have had that last.
We'll see what happens, guys. These people need to learn how to marinate and cook.
Everyone's cheering. How cute.
They all got gloves on?
All of them. The ones that are eating with their hands.
So, something interesting that I've learned in Russia is that they use gloves to eat. When they eat hamburgers, they give you gloves.
Yeah.
When you go to a Mexican restaurant, usually they put on gloves.
At least the music's good.
The music's good, Luz? At least Luz is enjoying the music, she says. Luz can get down, I think.
Anyways, guys, the music's good. You don't know this song?
Yes, I do, but they always had fake music from Spain.
Really?
Mhm.
They learned. Someone came and told me. Ah, my ear hurts now.
Oh, we're just waiting. We're gonna take a little walk after this. I'm not buying any tequila here. It must be cheap. Honestly, I just want to leave. There's Mexican restaurants all around the world. It's very hard to make bad Mexican food. There's a Russian restaurant chain in the La Ciudad de Mexico, in Mexico's capital. There's a Russian chain, and I'm guaranteeing you that their food, Russian food, is delicious. In the United States, Mexicans are cooking sushi, Mexicans are cooking pho, Mexicans are cooking everything.
Best thing I've had was the beans. And the dessert Demir took us to.
Yeah, we're gonna try it. Yeah, we'll let them know that you know what? I'll let them know that the pork meat tastes really, really bad. It smells really gamey. Здравствуйте. Да. Huh? Yeah, I don't understand.
How it was
Well, tell her that the pork meat it tastes like a pig smells like.
свинина пахла как прям как будто свежая немытая свинина.
But the rest of the tacos were okay, but we could only taste the cheese because it was only cheese on top, and that was the only flavor we got.
Остальное вроде нормально, но по вкусу просто сыр.
And offer her that if she wants, if her chefs want to speak with Mexicans in the city, we can give them advice on how to better their food and make it only a little bit more authentic.
Говорит, если шефу нужно совета от мексиканца, он может дать совет, как сделать, чтобы
For free.
было похоже.
For free.
Бесплатно совет. Ну вот они как раз вот. Это их национальный. Да.
So now they understood, guys. We told them that the meat was bad and we would give free lessons on how to make their food a little bit more authentic. I smelled that piece of meat and it smelled disgusting.
Really?
Yeah, it's my stomach turned a little bit again. The price was, oh, they gave us candy to take away the nasty taste.
I call this one.
Hey, bastard, I wanted that one. The price was 1,296 rubles. That is about $15. It's okay, guys. We're doing this type of content for you guys, so you understand. I don't blame them. Okay? It's not their fault. This mouthwash. Let's go, fam. Oh. If they were smart, they would take my if they were smart, they would take my offer to take cooking lessons for food. Because Russian people deserve to eat Mexican food if they go to a Mexican restaurant. Here we go. So once again, we're at Rio Grande. This is one of 2 Mexican restaurants in the city. Spasiba. Das vidanya. And if you guys ever come to the city, just tell them that you saw it from this channel. It was quite interesting. I started sweating when I took a bite of that pork one. Now, I don't try to be rude, right? When I tell people like, hey, this is what it tasted like, this is what I can do, I'm not trying to be rude, right? We're trying to be realistic. I do have the time to go into the kitchen and explain to them the portions of what flavors they should put in the tacos. My mom has been a chef for over 40 years, and I spent a long time in the kitchen with her, and I eat a lot of food all the time. I'm fat, you can see that. You can't miss on a lot of these things that they did, a lot of little mistakes that they can take away. They would be very, very more authentic, right? So let's just keep it going, guys. I'm gonna show you another part of the city. We're gonna take another drive. Remember, we're going to be taking Luz to the hospital. My sister has not been able to hear out of her left ear for 8 days. It took us about 3 or 4 days to find a hospital that would actually take her as a patient. So yes. Damn. Anyways, I love you guys. I love Russia. No hate. It's just all realistic stuff. We just my wife and my sister and I came to eat, and we gave our true and honest opinion, and now we're gonna keep going. Oh my gosh.
Just leave it.
We need to get a new one. My tripod just broke.
Probably when it fell, it was broke. But drop it over there. What? It's not.
Oh, it doesn't even work anymore.
Just leave it. We can change this one, I think, by new one. So we'll make nice one.
All right. Soldier down. Now, I understand that the payment is not that great in Russia and in restaurants, right? But a lot of the restaurant chains could better their things by making slight changes. And all the boss has to do is just say, hey, we're doing things this way, and then it could really boost sales. I ran my own Mexican cafe in Guadalajara. Xenia even worked at this Mexican cafe with me. We ran our own cafe, and I know about quality control. I know about the pricing. I know about how to actually sell something that the customer is gonna come back for. Don't cry. Everything's gonna be okay. Relax. So let's keep going. Again, there's no such thing as Latinos. It's better here, babe, so it doesn't burn.
Where you want to go now?
I'm gonna go in the center. Is it free here?
I don't know. Probably. It's open. Okay. You wanna go in the park? Over there?
Over Angara.
Okay, but it's already almost 2.
Well, put on your phone the directions to where her clinic is, appointment is.
What if we get there early and they take us in earlier?
Yeah, well, let's try it.
If someone there, they will not.
This is the Linguistic University, guys. Her ear, she has small ear canals, and she said that she went to clean it, and then suddenly she couldn't hear anymore. And my understanding of Latinos, I already gave my understanding. So Latin people were of the Italic Peninsula, and they spread through the Roman Empire, but the Romans themselves were not all Italic people. They were not Latin people, right? Because Rome extended its citizenship to other regions of the empire, and not those people were not Latin. And the majority of the Latin people were decimated during the wars. So you have to understand, you don't know what you're saying if you're saying Latinos, because I guarantee you there are no Latinos in the South American regions. By the time that the Americas were discovered, nobody was saying the Latin people are conquering something, okay? Just a quick history lesson for you. Okay, I'm gonna drive us to the place where my sister's gonna go to the
It's too early. We'll
Fine.
come there like at 2 and we will wait there 1 hour.
Mario, thank you so much for the support, my friend. It's really nice to see you here, and it's really nice when you always support. And again, you are always welcome to come visit. Again, I've mentioned that a lot of you guys who watch this channel know that you have a friend in me, and you guys always have a place to stay and a free tour guide, you understand?
We can walk like 30 minutes.
Okay, fine, let's go walk. Come on, Luz.
It will be enough, go there and back.
What if we get my ear pierced?
Oh, you want to go get your ear pierced?
Yeah, let's go do it.
Okay, let's go get Luz's ear pierced. Oh, let's find the other one,
Yeah, I have my thing on.
You are nothing but awesome, brother. I do that you'll get sick. No, I'll be fine. I love you, man. Thank you so much for the kind words. I truly appreciate when you guys are positive, you know. Most of these lives, they're not meant to hate on anyone or bring anybody down. It's just literally the reality of life is that people are going to move. People will not stay in the same place. It's 2025. I came to Russia as a tourist. I found later my wife. We fell in love. We got married, and now my wife is pregnant. My wife is holding our son in there. He's 7 months in the belly. And our son is going to be born in Irkutsk Oblast, and I'm going to be proud of this, of course. So we're gonna go get Luz ear pierced. Ironic, this sounds very ironic, right? She's gonna get her ear pierced, but she's also gonna get her ears checked.
I've been wanting to get my ear pierced for the longest time here now.
So hopefully, you guys get to see that. Yeah, I'm burping out the meat, guys. Sorry if you see my face change a little bit. It's coming out right now.
That's my baby.
Sing a little bit.
This ear is the one that's gonna be checked. This ear is the ear that's gonna be pierced. Can you guess where I'm gonna get it pierced? I'll just tell you. Right here. Ding! Or maybe right here. Maybe you guys can tell me what do you think would look better? The one here?
If we find somebody
Here.
who pierces Luz, the chat can vote, okay? That'll be fun.
Yeah. Let me know, guys. This one or this one? Let's call this A for anterior and B for just
For B.
yeah.
So, guys, I'm gonna put a poll up, and you can vote where Luz is gonna pierce her ear. In A for anterior,
Yeah.
and B for B.
Yeah.
Closer that we get, we'll get to.
A right here. It's gonna be right there. Or B right here.
That guy's name is AB, bro.
I'm dead.
AB, I love you, bro. You voted B. Literally the two options. Someone said C.
C.
Let's not go there. I don't want to go there.
Oh, you can do polls?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Well, for some reason I can't open this link.
Oh no, you're never send again. It's called paleta piercing.
Paleta.
Yeah.
Let me see. How could we better describe them,
I
Luz?
think maybe this one. Oh yeah, this one.
Oh, we'll say that. We'll say outer edge, and then inside shell.
Or flat.
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 Close. Oh, it's where is center market.
Okay, we'll
There's a
go.
market.
I think I spelled pierce
B.
right.
Oh my god, you guys like the B one?
Okay,
I'm gonna
here we
have to
go.
do it.
Popsicle piercing.
Little Boris. Yeah.
Boris Gonzalez. Boris. That's ridiculous. Boris Gonzalez.
Yay.
All right, we're gonna go drive to get Luz's piercing. Stay tuned, guys, because you're gonna get to choose. Luz, actually show them one more time and use the keywords, okay? The outer edge or the inside flat.
Okay, guys, this is the outer edge. It's gonna be right here. right in here. This one right here, outer edge, or the flat, inside flat. It's gonna be right here. Just right here.
Tell them how many
Boom.
times we've gone to look and you know the whole backstory.
Yeah, so when Albie was telling me, oh, what do you want to do? So the one thing about me is when I travel, as a memorandum to the place, I get my ears pierced. So I've had my tragus pierced, I've had the conch, and I've actually already done this one before, but I just closed. So just remember the place, I get a piercing. So I asked, okay, I want to get my piercings. And then they're saying, oh, no, that doesn't exist here. Senya was telling me that her friend did hers with a needle. Was it Senya? Or a pin?
Oh, she did it.
Yeah, so she did it at home. She didn't go to a place to get it done. So I'm like, what? There has to be places. So we were in Irkutsk, and then we saw tattoo shops. I'm like, hey, tattoo shops surely have to have piercers, right? And that just got the ball rolling, and I just looked up a piercing place. So it's been this is going to be the second place we go to, because the tattoo shop in Irkutsk that we've gone twice, when we enter, they don't even acknowledge us. Like we enter and it's like everyone's just minding their business, still tattooing. So every time we ask, oh, the piercer's gone. So maybe this place that we go to will exist and will prove to be successful. Outer, because I thought it was further away from your head. Okay. So yeah, you guys can vote. So you said this one then, right? So that's gonna be on the inside flat. Okay. This country is the evil. No, it's not evil. Everything's okay, guys. But inside is cute. Yeah, so it'll just be like right here. Boop. Like a flat here. Boop. Inside is in here, right here. Boop. And I have 2 holes here already. So I have 1, 2. I have the conch. And then, so the other option is here. Boop. Or here. Boop. Yep. We are 6 minutes away. Here you go. Ugh.
By the way, I made mine, these ones. I have on a both ear. I made in the kindergarten. Woman just have
Kindergarten?
yes, in the kindergarten. Woman have tools for that, and she just say where you want it. I like blow, and that's it. And I have over here. I made it at home. What do you think about that? Do you want piercing, babe?
Nah, hell no. I'm a man.
I'm a man.
This is a man's world. But it ain't nothing.
Oh, I swear
without a
my
woman
brother.
around.
Do you have a park here?
Yeah, I think so. No signs, no lines. No one was there.
We're gonna park here and just walk, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
That's cool. We're taking everybody on our
Yeah, he still have the same taste in his mouth.
Oh, stop. I don't want to sound bad. Like,
Yeah, but they laugh about this.
I'm burping. That's the problem. I'm burping. All right, let's do this. Thanks again, guys, for the donations and the support with watching. Now we're going to move to see what piercing Lou should get. You guys are essentially going to be in charge of choosing what makes me angry, because I don't like body piercings or tattoos. I'm a little bit of a old school older brother, but I have to support whatever she wants, as long as it's not a tattoo somewhere like in the nostrils here or over here. I don't like it. I will not take her. So if she's gonna get a normal piercing, I will support it. But if she's gonna get something crazy, I will not take her to do it. Just so you know. Whew. Okay, here we go. We're back on the streets. So far, it's let's try to get a little bit more votes, guys. Let's try to get to at least 100 votes if we can. If you're watching, you're gonna get to vote where Luz is getting her ear pierced. So let's keep it going.
Dana doesn't like piercings like Greta. What? I'm sorry.
I'm a Marine veteran, not an ex-Marine. And yes, I have a lot of the veteran community is a brainwashed community. They can't believe that anybody would want to live outside of the United States. But you can love the United States but still be a traveler. You can love the United States, and by that I mean the people, like my family. Okay, the government's a piece of shit in the United States, but the people are still the people, right? The people are not bad. It's the United States government that's just absolutely stupid. But we're just chilling. We're just gonna go and see Luz's ear piercing adventures. Okay, guys, we got to 50 votes. Get a little bit more votes in there as we're walking to the place. Bro, thanks Mario again for the freaking donation.
2 minutes in.
No, but you know, it's not about glory. It's not about, it's just, I'm humbled, right? Sorry. No sound again. I did it again. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I was just trying to say that I'm humbled by your generosity, and I'm humbled by the support that the community gives. This type of life happens because of you guys who watch and the people who obviously donate and keep the show alive. I just try to do my part in showing people the other side of the world. So thank you, brother. I'm humbled truly by your generosity and your kindness towards this channel and my family. Here we go. All right, we have a few more votes watching from Vietnam. Thank you so much. If you're coming to Baikal, Dizzy, consider joining our Telegram and keep in contact with me. If any of you guys are interested in touring the Baikal area, contact me on my Telegram. The link's below. I have pretty good tours now that I can carry out myself and show you different things. We have paddle boards coming in this week, so you'll be able to use paddle boards and get on Lake Baikal on a paddle board. What state of your house construction? Guys, I'm having a kid in October. I don't know if you guys understand. We're gonna be buying an apartment. We're gonna be buying an apartment rather than building because we need a place to live. I am not a rich farmer coming from a Western country with hundreds of thousands of dollars. I am an immigrant. I'm an immigrant in Russia, right? And I'm barely starting my life. I have enough money to build a house, but it won't be built immediately. So we're gonna buy an apartment when the kid is born. I hope that makes sense. It doesn't make sense to wait 5 to 6 months while my son is born and have him living out in the streets. We're gonna buy an apartment and then we're gonna build a house in the future. Okay? So look, we're in another part of the city. You can see it looks different. And a lot of people who come from the West, you have to understand, are sponsored by the Russian government, and they are helped in a way, right? And they do have connections with the communities that they live in the states that they live in. A lot of the channels that you watch, if they're building huge projects, that's usually helped out by the local government. I'm not saying that it's Russian propaganda, like they're Russian agents. What I'm saying is the communities of the certain regions will back up those immigrants. And some regions are not as helpful as others or care about this type of immigration. So that's the reality. It looks like it says piercing right there, but I don't think it's open. No, Neff nightclub. Girl, you trying to get down? It says piercing right there. And paleta, yeah. I think it's closed. Ah, it's open. Oh, sorry.
You need to change your shoes.
Ask them if I can record them.
И вот эти, да?
Oh, nice. Okay. Sorry, we're muted.
I have. Do you speak English? I already did this one once, but it closed. Okay. So just yeah.
Okay, I'll put these on. And then that, huh?
I think you need to take off shoes, no?
You can use this one.
Take my shoes off.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so let me put these on first.
I can just put this anywhere.
Yeah. You just put
Alright.
this white one on your socks, and after
Here
that
we go,
you
guys, here
use
we go.
this, like, shoes over there. It's no, don't take it off. You can have
You're gonna
stickers
be
from,
over that, bro.
Yeah. Oh, it's fine. No
That's
one will know.
cochina. Dude, we're gonna get pierced live.
That's why you're wearing this white one on top on yours.
You're about to get pierced
And
live.
after that, you will use sandals.
You're gonna be immortalized on the channel.
I feel bad. Some people don't like it, but it's my life, Mom. Just kidding.
No, but piercing it's not so bad. Like, if you don't want, you can recover.
Did you say it's paleta?
Yeah, it's paleta.
Okay, so I think this was the right place. This is called paleta, which is interesting because you guys know we're from LA, and paleta in Spanish means popsicle. So it's the perfect place to. No audio. Huh. Listen, I'm not gonna go into where the piercing's happening because I think it's gonna be in a lower part. Hey, welcome back, guys. I'm just gonna see. Listen. Where's the work done? Where's the piercing? Where do they do it? Dan, get your nose pierced? Yeah, I don't think so, buddy.
I showed my passport because they needed to verify I was above 18. I'm flattered because I'm 27. Oh my god.
What? Is it a clitoris?
Yes.
Clitoris piercing? Where?
Stop being vulgar on the live.
Oh, look, there's an example of the type of piercings they do to the women genitalia. They do the clitoris, they do the clitoris, and they also do the lip.
Stop being vulgar.
No, it's interesting. Интересно.
Я не очень хорошо сейчас готова соображать на английском, если что, помогайте.
Все, да, я пойду здесь.
Окей. Я, наверное, просто вас прошу, вы как представители или как друзья?
Это сестра мужа.
Вау.
Это муж, это сестра его.
Вау. Окей. Тогда, может быть, вы хорошо знаете по поводу противопоказаний. Я сейчас не буду брать там согласие информационное.
Her ear is doing, who knows. After she gets one ear pierced, she's going to go to the doctor and get the other ear checked. We're still going to the hospital, guys. This live stream is not ending until we go to the hospital. Remember, the point of us starting this live stream is so that my sister can figure out why she hasn't been hearing for the last 8 days. Right now, it's fun and games, but actually, my sister is very sad because she has no hearing. My sister's not going to get a vaginal piercing, and I'm not piercing myself. My sister's going to be getting a normal piercing on the ear, which I would not allow her to get anything on the nose or on the nipples or none of that. They do tattoos here and different earrings. So Lucy's gonna get a piercing here. I believe it was somewhere here and here. She's already had the piercings, but now she's gonna redo them.
Но я предупрежу мастера. Возможно, он может отказать просто в этом пирсинге. Просто потому что это ради ее же блага, скажем так. Это может повлиять на то, что у нее будет очень тяжело заживать, и, возможно, нет реализации.
If you fly, when you fly and it's still not recovered, it can take a longer time for you because when you fly, it can be bigger. It can not infection, but it can be bigger and it's will be more painful.
Come over here and say so I can we can let the people know what's happening, guys. Oh.
If she
He will do it.
Oh, nice. So we came to the right place, guys. We traveled all over Irkutsk. Let me know if the live is still going strong. Essentially, they do check for IDs. You do need to be older than 18. Can you ask them if the kid is below 18, if the mom comes, will they still do it?
Yes. А у вас, если несовершеннолетние, они с родителями только, да, могут сделать пирсинг?
Да. Okay. So, interestingly enough, Paleta Piercing is the only place that is true to their name. You can get it underage or 18. Ksenia has been talking to the young lady here. And Luz is going to get pierced by the gentleman who's inside getting everything ready. They told us that Luz can have effect if she's going to fly.
It's not like it will recover longer. Your body react different and can be bigger. Ear can be bigger, especially on these places, and it can be more painful.
This is going to be lit up.
Yeah, and like this, usually they don't take and don't pierce.
Let's get a-
If she agree for that on this, what she can have it, and probably it's have chance what it will not recover.
Okay, let's look at before. This is what we're going to be piercing on.
Here and then here.
Okay, let's take a before photo here.
Okay.
And she's ready. Let's go, Luz. I think we're gonna wait outside, guys, because I don't want the connection to die. Just remember, take a screenshot of the photo. Dude's got a 2005 snake bite.
How long
I'll go with that.
been here?
2 years.
This is gonna be awesome.
The baby moving now. He probably so excited.
Hopefully she can get at least one. Try to get at least one. Let me know how the connection is. How's the connection, guys? Again, we're underground. We're underground. Sorry, guys, we're underground.
Okay, better. Yay! You can do it faster.
He's gonna use the same hole.
Конечно.
В общем, самому себе восстановление такого, он у нас был, находится 2 года, получается, насколько я понял.
It was 2 years you have it, right? Yeah.
Но там находился полгода, он уже полностью сформирован.
You guys are bad. Again, we're underground. I have to wait. We can't go in where she's gonna get it. But after she gets it, we'll see. Let's do this.
Yeah. Smart, tiny one.
You want something small?
Yeah.
What about just a regular ring for one?
No, ring, I think it's not comfortable.
Okay. Just
Вот
choose.
для заживления, наверное, же лучше вот по типу вот такого, да?
Ну да, вот
Remember, Luz, we gotta get you to your freaking ear appointment too.
самый оптимальный вариант это если что-то небольшое, да, станет,
Wait, do they have Wi-Fi in here?
Something small, right?
Yeah. Smart.
Can you ask if they have Wi-Fi?
вот по типу вот такого.
А у вас Wi-Fi есть?
Yeah. Да.
Please, that way we can live stream. Oh, nice. Then we're gonna live stream all of it.
Wi-Fi? Паспорт.
Ah, spasiba. Okay, guys, we're gonna connect to the Wi-Fi. We're gonna connect to the Wi-Fi. We're gonna go through all of this.
Yeah. Да. Yeah. Да.
And it will be flat for both sides.
Yay! The other ones were okay.
Let me know if we connect to the Wi-Fi.
Да и да.
Careful.
Sorry.
We're gonna do it out here live.
No, he just look.
All right, we're connected to the Wi-Fi, family. All systems functional. Thank you, guys. So what's happening is he's showing where it's gonna be. He's gonna mark it. Nice.
What's good? She have old hole
Uh-huh.
because its canal still survive. They will just
Use the same hole?
Yes.
Okay.
They will just cut it
What-
and open this canal, and this will recover to 2-3 weeks. It's faster.
Nice. Sorry, babe. Oh, I thought he made a mark. All right, dude. Did you pick what earring you want? Nice.
I'm scared.
You're scared?
Is that him?
Where?
Up there.
Yeah, I think so. Yes, it is him.
This is him.
Yeah, it is.
Oh. Yeah, you guys are models. I'm seeing.
Wait, both of them, huh?
Yes.
А это ваш салон? Или вы просто здесь работаете?
Мы просто здесь работаем.
И моделируете?
Уже давно. Короче, очень хорошие друзья с Даги, которые основательницы.
What happened?
They are really good friends with owner.
Like family.
Oh, well, I think it's interesting. Again, the name it's a Spanish name. I don't know why they chose it. If do they know that that's a word in Spanish?
No.
No. Ah. It's an
What's translate?
paleta means a popsicle like an ice cream but on a stick.
Как эскимо. Мороженое такое. У них микс.
Нет,
Я
это
думаю, что она не знала об этом.
This is what it means in Spanish. Also, paleta could be almost like flavor or taste buds, but yeah, paleta for sure in Spanish is that.
ну, по сути, это просто прозвище владелицы.
То есть ее фамилия не такая, она просто уже лет 15 выбрала себе такой псевдоним, скажем так.
It's like owner. She have like nickname like that.
She has a name?
The nickname.
Ah, interesting. La paleta. She's probably sweet.
Еще бы знать, как палета переводится, потому что палета, по сути, назвали это как сокращение фамилии ее бабушки. Вот.
Ну вот в Мексике именно вот мороженое палета называется.
Yes, we're going to the doctor, guys.
Я видео.
Натуральная, да. У них эскимо не такое, а вот именно, которое продается фруктовое, вот из натуральных фруктов, оно вот именно палета называется.
Я буквально вчера видел.
Как он?
Вот.
Ну, в смысле, как? Фруктовый лёд?
Нет, именно измельченные фрукты, смешанные там с молоком, допустим, или просто одни измельченные фрукты.
What time do they?
Шербет. Шербет.
The ones in Mexico, babe, just a stick.
Это просто мороженое. Вот. У нас такого даже нет.
Te enseño la paleta.
Поэтому нам тяжело сравнить. Если там побываете, то уже тогда
What time do they close here?
late, but
We might have to go to her appointment and then come back.
Вспомните прикол. Просто прикол?
I will ask how much the attendance will be. А сколько по времени займет вот процедура?
Ну, сам лишние минут максимум 15.
Потому что у нас в 3 часа еще чуть выше там прием в больницу нужно ехать.
Ну, смотрите, сейчас 10 минут на стерилизацию. В целом, как бы, чтобы не тратить время на там, супердлинный перевод, нужно было познакомиться с памяткой.
Палета.
Памятка у нас на
Yes, paleta means in English palette, but in some parts of Mexico in Spanish you're gonna have it mean popsicle, okay? La paleta could mean, like I said, the taste buds or having el paladar, the palate, but mostly when you see a Mexican, it's gonna have something like this.
И одно восстановление. Восстановление у нас 500.
Just for your information, and yeah, you're totally right.
И у нее будет 2 украшения.
I just wanna,
Are you warm?
yes.
Так,
It's all the colors are like this.
500 and 1000.
Еще не все.
Я поняла, я просто перевожу, чтобы я сама забуду, тем более я на почти 7 месяцев беременности, у меня вообще голова не соображает.
Okay, babe, we get
Я
it.
могу, если что, просто чек еще выписать.
We're not gonna make it to your
Получается,
appointment.
две накладки
У меня сейчас
по
скоро.
2100 рублей.
She don't know how to manage time.
Это то, что будет основание. Вот, пол 600 рублей. Все вместе 7600.
Yes, paladar.
Это вообще все.
Ну, полностью, да.
7600.
7600.
Okay, in the end total it's 7600. It's all materials what they use and work.
It's gonna be $70. Is that a lot for American standards?
No, they're usually like 100 something.
Okay, let's go.
And that's two.
Really? People actually pay in America to get their ears pierced? All right, I'm ready to do this.
Мне с вами идти или...
Ну, сейчас нет, ну, в дальнейшем, да.
I left my bag out. Okay, to park my green bag. They will
Sterilize.
yes. It will take like 10 minutes.
Okay, okay.
10 minutes for sterilization.
All right, we're gonna. Lucia's gonna get sterilized, and then they're gonna do it.
Okay.
Hello, guys.
Знаю все свои извилины, потому что мы сейчас сидели просто... Ну, вот это вот воскресный идиотизм, когда уже голова не соображает.
If you don't know and you're just joining this live, what's happening is my sister hasn't been hearing out of her left ear for about a week now. And what we're doing is we're going to take her to the hospital, to a clinic. We have an appointment today. And then we're going to, well, right now we're actually going to pierce her other ear. This was not planned to be this way. She planned to pierce her ears in Russia. And it just happens that one of her ears stopped hearing in Russia. So it's very ironic. But not a problem. I don't think that piercing one ear is going to affect the one where she lost her hearing. Привет, Moscow. Hello. Hello to Moscow. Hello to everybody watching all around Russia. I appreciate your guys' support. She had her ear checked and it was not blocked by wax. So I don't think it's wax blockage. I think maybe she just heard her eardrum. I don't know. Sterilize. I said sterilize, didn't I? That's hilarious. Hello from Texas. Whoa, it's late in Texas, man. Hello. Welcome to the live. We are in the city of Irkutsk. If you guys are just tuning in, I live in inner territory in eastern or middle of Russia. This is Irkutsk Oblast. We're in Irkutsk city. We're in Paleta Piercings. This is the only place in Irkutsk that actually pierces The other places are very sketchy and they're very rude. The total is gonna be about $70. I think let's just say it costs like $30 per piercing, and then the earring and all of that. We have all of that for $70. Phoenix in the house. Nice to see the American who are watching are still awake. I understand that it's pretty late right now. I think it's 2 o'clock in the morning in New York, so it's probably 12 or 1 o'clock where you're at. Yeah, I'm gonna be paying for this anyways. Yeah, oh, 11:27. You're still in a yesterday. Yeah, you're at 1:27 a.m. I forgot. Arizona doesn't do the time change, I believe. 11:27 in the West Coast. Thank you guys for reporting in. I think hopefully she's getting sterilized. You haven't been sterilized yet? We might have to take you. Yeah, I think we might have to go to her appointment first. I'm saying sterilized?
Какие-либо напитки, алкоголь, энергетики, курение.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go. We'll be back.
Вот, отлично. И желательно в ближайшие 2 недельки не купаться с головой в
Суш.
водоемах, бассейнах, хлор содержащих таких местах. В баню не ходим, хотя нам идти так в баню. Ну да, стараемся сильно не
Hello from York Republic. Hello.
такие базовые заниматься. Если нужно будет, если нужно будет какие-либо средства за уходом, можно
Okay, Luz.
это там 600 рублей стоит.
You're excited?
Универсальное профессиональное средство, которое можно и обрабатывать.
Luz is gonna get 2 piercings on the right ear, and it's gonna be $70.
That's not expensive at all. USA typically
I can't. Nobody's gonna hear that. Is it?
with the piercing and the work, I mean, you're looking at $300 for 2 piercings.
But with the earring is also included in that? No, and the price that we're paying. The earring is. Oh, nice.
Everything is included. So,
Dude, you gotta get in there soon, or else we're not gonna make it. Sush, we're not gonna make it. We should come back after. Yeah, because it's already gonna be 30. It'll take us 10 to drive. We'll come back because she already read that.
А у нас обеденный перерыв в стране 4. А у вас далеко ехать?
Yeah, guys, we have to be there at 3. It's 2:30.
what if you go get the car, park it in here, and I don't know.
No, we'll get confused. My sister's here. She's gonna get her ear pierced. But right now we're gonna go to the doctor first, guys, because we won't make it.
I like having a string in my face. Yeah, we do, Beanie. Yeah, we do. Don't you just ear beauty? No, not at all. We can have the best of both worlds.
They will close and will open at 4.
Okay, then we'll be back at 4. After the appointment, it's gonna be fine.
А если уже, да, к 4 приедем.
Сейчас я уточню. А там в 4 уже прокол.
Do we look alike?
I don't see it.
Мастер прямо сейчас выйдет.
Okay, then we can come back at 5 or something.
5.
She say all this stuff is not alone, it's just what they prepare and clean everything.
Okay, I'll try to bring the car over here then. Where did I park?
You went to the side.
So I gotta go here 1 block
Yes.
to the right,
Yes.
and then 1 block back? Just the square? Okay, I'll be back.
You got this.
All right, guys, we're gonna go get the car. We're gonna bring the car. Luce is gonna get pierced, and I gotta take these damn things out. We're back outside. So to make sure that Luz does make it, I'm gonna try to get the car as close as possible. Hello from a Russian American family. Hello, thank you so much for tuning in. This is Irkutsk city in Irkutsk Oblast in Siberia, central Siberia. We are outside. It's a beautiful, beautiful sunny day. Nice. The weather is absolutely fantastic. A little bit windy, but we're looking at about 80 to 85 degrees. Absolutely perfect weather. Oh, look, that's an American Mustang. Oh, they just got married. Yes, my sister hasn't been able to hear from her right ear for about 8 days. We're gonna see what happens. No, thank you, buddy. In vitro. Oh, that's interesting. Siberia, Ural, Kamchatka, beautiful places. That's right. Do Russian TV? Yes, Russian TVs often invite me or try to get me to talk about my life. But I don't really try to do this anymore because they're not realistic. They try to make Russia look beautiful but in the wrong way. Russia's not beautiful because I came here. Russia was beautiful before I came. Russia was interesting before I came. The fact that I'm just a random American veteran, they think that that's why Russia's beautiful. Look, he came. No, that's not how it works. Russia was already amazing before that. That's my belief. A lot of the problems with Russia and how the government in Russia deals with it is so strange to me. Like, Russia is not beautiful, and therefore, I mean, Russia's not beautiful because Westerners come to Russia. Okay, Russia was already attractive and beautiful, and when they use us Westerners as examples, I think they're just shooting themselves in the foot. They should just show their beauty of their own country with their own countrymen. Where the hell? I think I turned on the wrong street. No worries. Hello, everybody who's tuning in. My views on these topics are much different than a lot of the channels, guys. Russia is a beautiful country that has beautiful people, and you don't prove that fact by asking a stupid Westerner his perception, right? No, you should ask the Russians. Come look at how Russians enjoy their life. Come look at how Russians love their country. That's how you know the country's healthy. Привет. Hey, brat. Sasha, brat. Hello, Matt. Thank you so much for the donation. All right. I appreciate your support. I don't say things about Russia that I don't believe, that I don't know for a fact. Okay? I don't do that. I don't follow what others think about Russia. I live in Russia. I live in one of the regions that probably has the least amount of tourism or from the outside right now. Yes, this is a Suzuki Landy. Let me drive to my wife now, guys. Hopefully the phone doesn't overheat. Let's do this. Good night, my friend. Thank you so much for watching and joining us. I appreciate when you guys watch. We're heading now to the piercing area. We're going to see, hopefully Luz is pierced by the time I get back. Go. And, wow, Dana. Thank you, man. I really, really appreciate it. It means a lot to me, man. Thank you so much. I gotta pay attention to the road. I'll show my appreciation, but really, when we do these lives, it always blows my mind how much you guys support, right? Because my channel essentially is now mostly live streams. I enjoy making live streams because it's the real deal. I run into real problems. I experience real dilemmas in life, and sometimes you see them with me. Sometimes we see things at the same time, right? So live streams, there's no editing away the reality of the situation. Like, you're going to see what is happening, what I live through, what everything that I have going on in my life, you're going to experience as well. So essentially, live streams are what I am planning on doing regularly now. I don't plan on doing a lot of too many videos. This is the real deal. And now we made it to the spot. Let's go check in on Luz. Hopefully we can find her getting pierced. All right. Thanks again, man. Again, the donations and the support goes a long way to keep all of this going. I love you guys. Let's go inside now. Hopefully we catch it. Спасибо. Okay, we're back. Okay. Oh, sorry. They're in there? Okay, okay. Thank you.
I'm sorry. Excuse me.
All right. She got both of them?
No, one. Oh, that hurts. They gave me a
Oh my gosh. I've never seen a piercing.
I'm so close.
It's very professional. We made it, guys. She's getting already the first piercing. I think that one's harder, yeah? Because it's thicker there.
Probably.
Are you squeezing a boobie?
Yeah.
Show us the boob. That's funny. So Luz has now the first piercing done. We're here in the city of Irkutsk at Paleta Piercing. This is in the city of Irkutsk again. Not a lot of places will pierce apparently. Wow.
It looks nice, no?
Yes. I didn't expect it to be that nice.
Spasibo.
Спасибо. Спасибо.
It's nice.
Yes,
Like it?
красиво.
I'm not even warm. I stopped sweating.
Really? Because why?
Because it's a nervousness. It's a reverse nervousness. I love it. Yes. I like it.
Let me see. Yeah, okay. Is that where you had it the other side?
No. The other side goes up to the...
No, but the other side's also pierced somewhere.
Oh, the other side's in here.
The heck?
This side or what are you talking about?
I don't know. You don't have symmetrical piercing?
No,
Okay.
not at all. I have arthritis here. No arthritis here because it's going to look like pots.
People have been piercing their ears for centuries, millennia, guys. This is nothing new. I don't usually support piercings or tattoos, but my sister is doing nothing that's evil. This is not out of satanic ritual, so no. Huh?
I'm talking to my friend.
What'd you eat?
Talking to my friend.
Dude, I'm not even breathing when it gets close to your ear. I'm like,
There's a bad angle of me. Tranquila y nervioso. Tranquila y nervioso. Hey, this is my song.
damn, this might be copyrighted.
Oh my god, you baby jumper. I don't know what he excited about piercing or I don't know what. But now he jumping like he won.
Here we go. All I ever needed.
It didn't go in, huh?
I don't know. I don't know how it works. We're not gonna make it. She might throw a punch. No, she's gonna be all right. She's already had the harder one done, I think.
They do like old and just open the
Okay.
Yeah, that was easy.
Oi.
He's a professional.
I don't want to hear that.
If you wanna be with me in the hospital when I deliver a baby, really?
That's my little sister. I just remembered something that when I was young, I stabbed someone. I heard the same thing. Okay. You look good. Does Luz get jealous? Does Luz get jealous, brother to Suchi? I don't know what that means. All right, I gotta get out of here. I've seen enough.
That's why you will not be with me in a hospital when I deliver baby.
Sorry, friend.
Wait, what's our friend's name?
У нас прокол зараз.
Ага.
Его восстановить не получится. Поэтому его лучше будет сделать чуть позже, когда уже, когда приедете.
Okay, he say it's covered all the way. It's impossible to do it now. It's better do it the next time.
What happened? It recovered all the way?
Yes.
So he didn't make the hole?
Okay.
Okay.
That's okay.
So we have to do it again?
I see you next time.
Okay. Thank you.
Give him bye.
He's like, give me my boo-bag. All I needed.
All right.
Spasibo, friend.
Spy. Don't close it. Come on, Luz. Get your ass out here. Show us what you got.
Alexei.
Okay, let's see. That looks dope.
Okay, come on. Yeah, we don't have time.
Okay, let's go.
Так, маска защитного давления, ну. А, что?
Yes, yes.
И так ты не мог.
А у вас переводов, да, только?
Можно налички, можно переводы, можно QR-коды.
QR-коды тогда, да.
Так, еще раз скажи.
Well, update. We're gonna go anyways, Luz. Does it hurt?
No.
Wow. Did he try to go in the other one?
Yeah.
And he poked it?
Ну, если что, приходите.
Try to say it's recovered all the way.
Uh-huh. Okay, let me see, Luz.
Все вместе получилось. Получается,
Where was the other one?
Right here.
и украшения в сборе 2800 себе.
Hmm?
Be careful with hands.
Oh yeah, be careful with hands.
Oh,
Please.
yes.
You read the rules. Let me see.
А вот это, да?
Here?
Yeah.
Here, one more time, sorry.
Еще раз, ну, какая? 4400.
She has a beautiful face, beautiful ear piercing.
Ковалева Дарья Сергеевна.
Wow, you guys are still with us.
Yeah, we're still live.
And that's why I love you.
Ask for a Prince Albert piercing. Yeah, I know what that is. Ask them, do they do Prince Alberts?
What is that?
Oh my God, they do Prince Alberts,
What
boys.
is that?
The chat knows what a Prince Albert is.
Okay, guys, we need to run.
Okay, let's go.
Спасибо.
Das vidanya. Tell them we'll come back for the other one.
Not today.
Not today, but another day.
Спасибо. Thank you.
Why say spy, spy, Siba, spy?
Okay, don't forget your shoes.
All right, we're gonna go now to the doctor appointment, guys. Okay.
Run, son.
I don't know who Huffman is.
Thanks, Anya.
We're gonna rush now to the doctors, guys. The whole reason why we did this live was because we had a doctor's appointment and we have to make it. So we're gonna go now. Let's hope that my sister can get her ear looked at and that they can tell us why she's not been able to hear for 8 days.
Let's go, guys. I got a piercing. What can I say?
Okay.
Russian hospitals, Russian clinics. That's where we're about to go look at.
Okay, now take my phone and it's 7 minutes on the road.
Okay. Switch.
Okay. Hi.
Luz, show them, tell them how it went down.
So as you guys can see, it's in my ear right now. I really like it. So what I want to do with this one in here is get a piercing that will like make like a chain link to it. It didn't hurt. It only hurts when they put in the needle, and then when they put in the needle, they put in the piercing to replace the needle type of thing. They make like a switcheroo. That part only hurts. And when they're tying the I don't know, the covering to the backing. Thanks, Emperor Penguin. I'm glad you like it. I like it too. I asked Senya. She says it's nice too. It's sparkling in the sun. Now we are going to my other ear appointment. The more important one. That one's more important because I have not been able to hear for the.
Remember, don't touch it, really good.
Yes.
And at home we have this spray.
Perfection. Yeah. So the thing with new piercings, you have to do you have to clean it 3 times a day. You can't use alcohol or hydrogen peroxide because it'll like, instead of healing the hole, it will close it or cause an allergic reaction or some other reactions. So what I use typically is saline solution. I do my own. I mix salt with water, and that basically will heal the hole instead of like closing it. Yeah. Join the for a year together. I don't know what you guys are talking about on the chat, but yeah. I don't know. They're talking about families, but they're talking to each other. Are you able to hear? Not really. It's like muffled, and the hearing, like it hurts here. Last night it was really hurting. I can't. It feels like if you put your finger in your ear, that's what it feels like. But prior to this, I had explained how we basically with the bulb syringe took a ton of earwax out because that's just how my body is. And yeah, we'll see what happens now. 249 likes. What if we get 250? You guys aren't down.
Right there, guys.
One more person like this video so we can get the 250. And the person who likes it, I'll sing them a little song. I'm kidding. Oh, they did it. This is why you guys are awesome. I'll sing to you guys after I can hear again. Fine, I'll sing something.
Your go-to karaoke song.
My go-to karaoke song? Okay. We haven't been able to go to karaoke to flaunt my song, but this is my karaoke song. The clock strikes upon the hour and the sun begins to fade. Sooner or later I realize how to chase the blues away. I've done alright up till now. It's the light of day that shows me how. When the night falls, my loneliness calls. Anyways, something like that. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. Anyways, it's really hard when you're singing. You rely a lot on your ears to hear yourself. So it's really hard when I don't hear myself from this ear. So I apologize if I made anyone wearing earphones deaf, or if I was off tune a little. Yeah, Whitney Houston, Terry Riley. That's exactly who that is. Whitney Houston is my girl. Let me tell you now. She has a beautiful voice. I've always loved listening to her. Learning how to sing. When I was younger, I used to put artists in my ear to hear them. And I tried to just imitate them. Are we almost there?
Yes, we're almost
2 minutes away, guys. We freaking made it. That's crazy.
At least we got one piercing, and what was that piercing? One piercing, and we made it to the damn hospital.
Yes, Christopher. It's conductive hearing loss for sure. Outer ear. I learned this in undergrad. The types of hearing loss that exists, and I also believe, Christopher, that might be the problem. I did ChatGPT it, and I'm like, is there any way it could be like a sensory neural hearing loss? And that's only if I get really infected and it perforates the middle ear and goes into my freaking nerve and cochlea. But we should be okay. But yeah, thanks, guys. I'm going to convince your brother to get nipples pierced. That's a definitely no. Okay, there you guys, we're here.
Oh, wait a second.
Hashtag.
What if
So my hair, guys, goes like this and like this. Where are you guys watching from now? I'm pretty sure the United States is sleeping, but we have 141 people here. What time is it where you are at?
next part
California. Matt, you're from California? Me too. What part? I'm from the San Fernando Valley, the pits of hell. I only say that because it's really hot. Midnight? Nice. 2 a.m. in Texas. Oh my God, Anthony Taylor, thanks for following us here. You're awesome.
We just park and we're Gucci.
Canada. Did you have jet lag when you got to Russia? When I still have a little bit jet lag. I'm not sleeping till like 2 in the morning, if I'm honest with you guys. Monterrey, California. Very cool. Miami. Miami, let's go.
Get out. Let me just get this damn card.
So we're just parking now, guys.
I should have done it the other way. I always back in, but
So we're switching the car around. Miami, Sacramento. Very cool, Matt. That's close to the bay, I believe.
Sacramento?
Yes. It's like an hour or two away. Mérida, Yucatán, México. Arriba. Ya pongan su taquería en Rusia. ¿Verdad que sí? All right, here we go. It's go time.
Okay. I'm gonna go in the clinic.
Don't forget your bag. We need your passport.
I'm gonna go in the clinic, guys, but I'm not gonna talk so much. I'm gonna go in and out just to see what's happening. We made it to my sister's doctor's appointment. I'll tell you how much everything costs. This is a very serious matter. She hasn't been able to hear for a couple days. My mom's been worried sick. So this is gonna be the first time I've ever been in such a place. Yes, we're going through the whole thing if we can. Here we go. So we're arriving now. This is called the Limied Medicinsky Center. Da.
Можно документы? Вы все вместе, да?
Да. Одной большой семьей.
Хорошо. Так, пока мы вас оформляем, вы можете проходить в первый кабинет, врач уже готова принять. Мы вас оформим, и документ вам отдадим. Все хорошо?
Do we wait for her outside?
No, we go. I go for sure.
Sena's gonna translate.
У нас... Что? Располагайте. Смотри,
Ее. Она по-русски не говорит.
вот так вот стульчик.
Я
Вот на ту дальнюю.
говорю.
Ага. Так, молодой человек кто?
Это ее брат, родной, мой муж.
I just need one thing to make sure, no matter what happens, if they have medicines that she can take, or if she can tell us where else to go if we can't figure it out. Okay, that's it. Хорошо. Okay, I'll wait outside. I'll wait outside. Okay, guys, so I decided to come outside because I know it's a medical thing, and I don't want to have a camera in the medical practitioner's face. I don't want to be bothering her. It's a very serious case. My sister truly hasn't been hearing, so I'm gonna give them as much space as they need to figure that out. But that being said, I'm pretty sure I could have probably stayed in that room. My wife is in the room translating for Ksenia. I mean, my wife is translating for my sister, and then we'll have to figure out what happens after that. When they come out, I'll tell you what they said. If they can't fix it here, then obviously we're gonna have to go to another place. Again, this is for ear problems. My sister hasn't heard from her left ear for 8 days. I hope it's just an ear infection, okay? That's what I'm hoping for. Now, we're gonna be waiting outside. Let me know if you could hear me. She didn't hit her head. She hasn't hurt her. So what she said was that she has very small. She has a genetic thing where she produces a lot of earwax. My sister's not a dirty person. She cleans her ears, okay? This is normal. But yeah. Yes, right now I am in Siberian, Russia. Right now, this is the outside of some apartment complexes. I took my sister to get her ear pierced, and now we're here to check her other ear to see what's happening. My sister said that after we went swimming, she started cleaning her ears because she did have a little bit of water in there, and she used a Q-tip and accidentally perhaps pushed too deep, and that's what she's getting checked for. We're gonna wait to see when she comes out, and then we'll talk with the live and explain to you guys what has been happening. But again, I don't think that she popped her eardrum or anything. I genuinely feel that hopefully it's some sort of ear infection that could get treated and that she could hear again. One of the problems with this is that my sister wants to go home because of this, because if she can't find further help, we spent maybe 3 to 4 days, guys. We spent 3 to 4 days looking for a doctor that would look at a foreigner's ear. And because we couldn't find it, my sister wanted to go home. And obviously, I don't want my sister to go home because I haven't seen my family for so long. Haven't used an air candle, whatever. But we did buy this earwax remover liquid that you put in your ear and then you flush it out. We'll see what happens, guys. I will accept whatever comes our way, but you saw we just took her to get her ear pierced, and now we're taking her to the ear doctor. It's the both worlds. It's both worlds. Look at this gnarly tan on my ring finger, by the way. Pretty crazy. Look at this nice couple here. If you guys have any questions up until now, we've been live streaming for 216 minutes. Yes, so if you're a new subscriber or if you're just tuning in for your first live, this is a channel where we do normal content, but we also do live videos. And in this live video, what you're looking at is essentially our daily life, or what we do here in Russia in Siberian territory. A lot of people think that this type of stuff doesn't exist in Siberian Russia. Cars, buildings, green trees, blue skies, and human beings like those kids out there. Once my sister is out of the doctor's appointment, I will give you guys an update, obviously. But I wanted this live stream to be as realistic as possible. So I said, you know what? My sister needs to go to the ear doctor. We'll get her ear checked. Guess what? My sister wants to pierce her ear. We got her ear piercing. All of these things are normal things in life, and they happen in Russia and they happen all over the world. If you're asking, is trolling allowed? Well, look, we're talking and you're trying to be as funny as possible, and it's okay. I don't have a problem. You can say whatever you want. If you try to troll but you're not actually funny and you're just ridiculous, then you get called out for it. Luz just went in about 7 minutes ago to the doctor. She's getting her ear checked, and we'll see what happens. We will see what happens, though. Again, I am not worried about it. The sad part is if she goes home, right? Because if she can't find medical attention, then she has to go home. And she has almost 3 weeks left. Guys, we bought paddle boards and we're gonna go ride the paddle boards. I'm gonna do a live from the paddle board on the Lake Baikal. Sister, when she finds out she's okay, man. Did you have to go to a big city for a doctor? Yes, we did. We have to drive 2 hours for a doctor. Where we live in Sludanka, every 2 weeks a doctor exists for the ears. So that's something that's actually bad if you live in small towns in Russia. You do have to travel hours away. I'm also going to be live streaming fishing with this paddle board. I'm going to be doing a lot of things with this paddle board. I'm trying to make sure that my sister's healthy first. And that's right, in all of Russia where I live, because I'm not going to fly to Moscow for this, in the region where I live, it took us 4 days to find a doctor that will take her in or who had an opening for emergencies, guys. Russia is not like maybe your country. Where I'm from in Los Angeles, there's random clinics where they can check your ear, sometimes for free. You can walk into these clinics, and they popped up during COVID and all the homelessness. There's places where you can walk in, emergency rooms, give a fake name. I'm not condoning this, but you could at least seek help. How long do you plan to stay? Oh, my sister. My sister has planned to stay 1 whole month. My sister arrived in June, and she's leaving in August. Guys, if you're new to this channel, watch some of my previous videos. My sister and I went to the Red Square. My sister and I went to the a Renaissance fair. So you can go and check that out. If you're new to this channel, thank you for subscribing. Again, we are a family. I married my wife here in Russia. I didn't know my wife before I came to Russia. I traveled to Russia as a tourist. I got married, and I'm having my first child in Russia in 2 months and a half. No, medical care is not good for people who are not Russian. In these types of regions, in Moscow, it's very good medical. Bimi, you have to understand that Russia is not only Moscow, okay? Look at a map, and I live very far from Moscow. The medical here can be abysmal if you live in a small town, but that's anywhere in the world, guys. If you live in the butthole of the United States, perhaps somewhere in the middle of nowhere, in the no man's land, you're not gonna get a doctor. It's the same in Russia. I'm not talking shit about Russia. I'm talking reality, guys. Anywhere where it's less civilized, you're not gonna find a doctor. It's not about good doctor, good country, bad country. It's the real deal. I would never care to lie to you guys, right? I don't want to say something, but we will be making a full video about this because this is very important. My sister came 2 weeks ago. She can't hear from her ear, and it was very hard for us to find a doctor. This is going to be a true testimony from someone who lives in a territory like Irkutsk. I'm not here to lie to you guys. I'm not here to tell you that this is the best country in the world. You can easily be stuck like me in a random town and not get any medical attention. Yes, thank you so much for the positivity, guys, by the way. And you know, it's okay to say this. A lot of channels are scared. But it's the reality is that a lot of other content creators are living in Moscow, St. Petersburg. They're living in larger cities where everything is fine and dandy. But the majority of, well, not the majority, but a lot of millions of people are living in Siberian Russia, in small towns. Hundreds of thousands of people are living away from cities, major cities. And their reality is not the reality of some stupid fucking blogger in Moscow who's saying, is Russia nice? Is Russia safe? Is there food in Russia? And I'm gonna go, these type of subjects make me go on rants because there's millions of Russians and hundreds of thousands of Russians who are living worse off than people like me, dumbass fucking tourists like myself or immigrants like myself who have a little bit of more income, who moved to Moscow or St. Petersburg and show the fake Russia, okay? Because you have to put a disclaimer and be humble about your situation. I'm gonna give you 5 minutes of reality from my channel. The reality is that these Western vloggers don't put a disclaimer and say, by the way, I'm a fucking tourist who has more money and has a better opportunity at life, so I came to a lower paying country to live a better life. That's a disclaimer. Another disclaimer is saying, hey, by the way, I'm a fucking Westerner who has better access to medical, to food, and education because I moved to Moscow because I could afford it. That's the disclaimer that every Western channel should give if they're not living in Siberian Russia, in the far east of Russia, in the Urals, in the small villages, okay? Because there's hundreds of thousands of Russians who are living far worse than me, and this is why I'm not gonna complain that my sister couldn't find a doctor so fast. That's my disclaimer. But anyways, shout out to all the people who understand this, guys, because a lot of you guys are watching channels from these guys who are showing you something. I feel guilty. I feel guilty when Westerners are recording women and saying, oh, look at these young Russian women. I'm buying them this. Oh, look, it only costs $50. And over here in the West, it would cost more. Yeah. Again, I compare prices, but I have to give you the disclaimer, guys. I'm a fucking Westerner. I am already living above the minimum average life for a Russian, guys. And I have to humble myself. My son, who will be born in Russia, I will make him understand that, listen, if you want a better life, you have to be humble and you have to always give the disclaimer. I was born perhaps with better opportunities because I came from a mother who went to the United States as an immigrant. I'm twice an immigrant. I'm a son of immigrants, and I will be now, my son will be half son of an immigrant. And that's my 5 minutes of reality with Siberian Dan. Now back to the normal educational video. Yes, the cost is less because Russians make less, but also it costs less because of how it's formed, how society works here. So the electricity in Russia, in my region, is not cheap because Russians make less. So you have to educate yourself, Sasha Cat. Electricity is cheap because of the hydroelectric pump, the hydroelectric plant in Irkutsk that is produced by the Angara River. Of course, a lot of the other prices are affected because of the income, but not everything. But I know what you and I agree on the same thing, and you're right. A lot of the things are priced for the income, but a lot of the things in Russia cost less because of how they're made, which is something that I really appreciate, and I love that about Russia. So in Russia, oh my gosh, they're already out. Let's go get, I'm so freaking nervous. That was too fast. That was too fast. I don't like it. I'm nervous. That seemed too fast. What happened?
Well, she will never hear again. It's fucked. They can do nothing.
I'm kidding.
You motherfuckers, man.
Kidding.
You fucking idiots. That's not even a good joke, Luz.
I told her to do it. Oh my God.
God, man.
I'm kidding.
Luz, that's not funny, man.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm autistic as hell. If you freaking tell me that for the first time, you came out too fast. I was like, oh, surely it's dead in there. Well, fucker, you came out in 10 minutes. Jesus Christ, man.
Okay.
Sorry.
It became bigger inside,
Uh-huh.
and because of that, she can't hear right now. She give her drops what she was put inside her ear, and after it became normal, she will look inside if she need wash it or not, or if it's just only because it's became bigger, because she don't have pain nowhere else.
Okay. Yeah, so if you have an ear infection, usually your throat also swells up and stuff like
Not
this.
only froze. She
Eyes?
says it can pain here.
Okay,
She have pain only in the ear.
so Luz's ear hole is already so small, and because it was inflamed, it closed almost, or it closed almost.
Almost, yeah, because she say it's no space to look inside.
Yes. And she has earwax in there. If it's small and it's closed a little bit, she's not gonna be able to hear. Dude, you're messed up for saying she'll never hear again. Why would you follow that?
And she need to drink pills.
Disinflammatory stuff?
I'm pretty sure they like
what you drink, like it's take away like sickness, not
Yeah.
like sickness. We have these pills. She say 2 pills a day. If you feel not good, you can take third day in lunch, but in the morning and night for sure. And now she can't eat sweets.
You can't eat sweets?
No.
Oh, nice. We weren't eating sweets anyways. All right, give a freaking update. What the hell happened? Cause
I loved it in there. I wish I spoke Russian. Straight to the ENT, nothing else.
This,
I would have gone to the emergency, then I'd had to get transferred, then I'd have to, in my third appointment, see the ENT. It's really good. It was really nice. She was nicer too. But it's because Senya's there. I feel like I wouldn't. It's hard to communicate.
I asked her if she can lost her ears. They're like, no, nothing so bad. Everything fine.
Yay.
yeah,
Time
the
out.
First thing you tell me is freaking you won't hear again, and you serious face, man.
Because she asked me. You do this to me too, so many times.
My mom's gonna
We-
be happy.
We pranked Albie. Were you guys there? He got really mad.
Okay, so guys. Well, it looks like Luz is not gonna lose her hearing. Her ear canal was very small to begin with. My wife was kind enough to follow with us through everything. My son is in that stomach,
Dancing all day.
dancing all day. My son has been kicking all day. Yeah, you can't joke with that, guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much for the donations. Hopefully, we're gonna drive now back to Sludanka, guys.
She check everything.
We're going to Sludanka.
I was literally like,
I love you guys. Tune in for another video probably tomorrow. The next appointment is going to be next Saturday. Next Saturday, we're coming back to Irkutsk. We're going to do some live streams from there. Hopefully, we can live stream and make a new video from Sludanka as soon as possible. Goodbye, guys. That was almost 250 minutes. Bye.
Bye.
thank you guys.
Love you guys. Bye.